Little budge.
This is, and it's like nothing to them. Okay. God, I think Art broke my hand when he shot me. He's strong.
Good afternoon and welcome to Southpaw Boxing and Fitness in Windham, New Hampshire, where tonight Boston Boxing Promotions presents Boxing Showcase for the final of our pandemic boxing shows in the afternoon in this empty gym. All of tonight's fights will be fought under the jurisdiction of the New Hampshire Boxing Commission. Your presiding commissioner, the incomparable Art Nolan. Your three ringside officials today will be Eddie Scunzio, Martha Tremblay, and John Madfist. Your timekeeper, Ken Volovic, and the referee for this opening contest will be Leo Gerstel. We kick things off with a 4-round fight in the junior lightweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right. He is a veteran of over 30 fights, coming to us all the way from the Golden State of San Francisco, California, Michael Gaxiola. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, sporting blue trunks with white trim. His record, an impressive one. 4 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, 3 big wins coming by way of knockout. From Oxnard, Ventura, California, the dog, Danny Robles. 4 rounds, junior lightweights.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gray Johnson, and I am joined here with Joe Rotunda from Main Events. And Joe, we got a great afternoon of boxing here at the Southpaw Boxing and Fitness in Windham, New Hampshire. The first of 15 bouts. I know you've got to be excited.
Oh, 15 fights, mid-afternoon. I love it. And we'll get out of here and hit up Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders, right?
Absolutely. So this is the kickoff to get us ready for the big fights tonight, of course. We got Canelo. First of 15, we got mostly 4-rounders, a 6-round fight in our main event. I'll go over the fighters a little bit later on the show. We're going to kick things off with Danny the Dog Robles in the blue trunks, undefeated at 4-0-1 against 28-fight veteran Michael Gaxiola. Ooh, and Danny right off the bat going right to the body.
Yeah, Gaxiola's real battle-tested. Veteran, been in with a lot of tough guys, a lot of tough young prospects. He's got his hands full tonight, though. Robles can bang.
Danny the Dog, 4-0-1, 28 years old, from Oxnard, originally from Los Angeles. 4th time in a Boston Boxing Promotions gym out of the Knuckleheads Gym in Ventura. A lot of the guys have been fighting down here because there's not as much fighting happening in California. So right now it's, pretty much we've got New Hampshire to keep guys active, and that's where Danny is at right now. Just this is a fight where they're trying to see what he's been learning in the gym against a guy that's certainly gone the distance with many fighters and very experienced.
Yeah, Robles is doing a good job, too, so far. He's pressing forward. He's ripping the body. Gaxiola's got to find a way to keep him off.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see there, very experienced, flicking the jab. But, you know, we know getting a little low, warning for a low blow. Danny, we know about him. He can absolutely crack. He holds the record for the fastest knockout in New Hampshire boxing history. 18-second win over Antonio Lucain this past October in this very ring. Vicious KO. In his last fight, Danny did go 4 rounds against a very game and tough Earnest Walsh. We'll see later on in this show, actually. The next fight after this is Alejandro Polino. And he had to go 4 rounds. He really had to work in that fight. He did score a knockdown in the 3rd round, but you know, he did have to really count on his conditioning. Tonight with Michael Gaxiola, a guy who's very sturdy, and as you can see, he throws the sneaky overhand.
Gaxiola got him nice with that right overhand.
Danny's got in his corner Haas, who's worked with many guys out in California, of course. Worked with Britton Hart in her BKFC win over Paige Van Zant.
Yeah, Britton Hart picked up a nice win here. I think it was back in March, or was that earlier?
It would have been. I think it was last. Yeah, I think it was last March. It was the first show we did here at the.
Yeah, Britton Hart's buzzing right now. She's got some momentum.
Absolutely. Oh, Gaxiola going down a little low again. Leo Gerstel, the referee, giving him another warning. Oh, he's taking a point. already.
You know what? That was the second or third time he went low, and I think maybe he left the ref no choice.
In the first round, a little quick, I think, but yeah, that's now a 10-8 round for Danny. Shout out to my buddy Patrick Connor at Boston History with a comment. Appreciate the feedback. Yeah, let us know how the stream is going.
Nice straight right.
That was a good
Robles.
shot. Good shot by Robles, and that definitely rocked Gaxiola there. He felt it. Oh, but a shot to the back of the head in the clinch there. Kind of sending a message to Danny there. Like, I'm not going down that easily. 10-second warning. We are about to end the first round. But, yeah, as you can see, Danny has that one-punch power, man.
He does, yeah.
And really impressive for a guy that only had 2 amateur fights.
It's very impressive.
And he kind of turned pro just felt like doing it. And his first fight, he was brought in as the opponent on a Roy Jones Jr. card, and he knocked the guy out in 31 seconds.
Yeah, he pulled it off.
And now
he's impressive. You know, he's not too seasoned. He doesn't, like you said, he doesn't have the amateur experience, but he's been handling himself well.
Yes, and yeah, he's certainly raw. He's got a little, he's got plenty to learn. But these are the fights that are going to keep him active and ready for bigger fights later on the year. And you can see in the corner he's got Haas. He's got Chris J as well, who fought in this very ring at our last show. And he got won his pro debut and retirement fight. So I think we'll be hearing from Chris a little bit later on this card.
Yeah, I think Chris will hop on with us and be our third man and get his input on some of these fights.
Absolutely. We'll have guys kind of coming and going. This is a very much it's a relaxed show. We'll have people coming and going all day. Thank you for joining us. As we said, first of 15 fights. Alejandro Polino is up next, followed by Laquan Lewis versus Nate Charles. Danny.
Right back at it, round two. Nice right by Robles. Gaxiola takes it, though.
Yep.
He's still coming back fighting.
Yeah, I mean, Robles is, like I said, he has that one-punch power. You can see he's doing a nice job working with his feints as well. You can see the little things he's been working on in the gym. Oh, and those punches. He's got Gaxiola back against the rope. Pretty loud.
Yeah.
Another shot behind the head there.
Robles is laughing at him.
Robles, yeah, it's kind of...
See how Gaxiola responds to that.
Gaxiola only been stopped 3 times in his 28 fights. Last time out for him was a TKO 2 loss to Javon Campbell.
I think we lost the mouthpiece there. Gaxiola's mouthpiece
went flying there. Yeah, Gaxiola's last fight was in February, just past February in Georgia. So again, he's a guy that kind of just shows up in random cards throughout the United States. That's what an opponent like him does. He tests the local guys.
Gaxiola's going to have to do something big here, though. In a 4-round fight, to lose a point and be that far down ahead in just round 2 in a 4-rounder, it's a big deal.
10-8, yeah. Again, these are going to be mostly 4-round fights, and yes, a 10-8 round in this kind of situation, it's a killer, especially if it goes to the points.
He's got to find a way to flip the script here.
Another tie-up here. I think that's what Gaxiola wants to do, is to slow this fight down.
See here, there you go. He's got to get the jab going.
Nice.
Nice
sneaky left by Gaxiola. Timed that very nicely. Danny coming back. But yeah, that's what Gaxiola can do, man. He's definitely got the tricks.
Yeah, it's too bad he doesn't hold much power. That was a clean shot.
It was more of a slapping shot.
But
Leo,
it's all right. He got his attention.
With the lull in the action, gets the mouthpiece back in. But that's what Gaxiola does, man. That's how he can survive in these fights, and he just comes in and very slick.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's been in with guys similar and probably a level above Robles.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to my buddy Ernie Green and my boys in the chat. Thanks for joining the card. We appreciate everybody who's here commenting. We see the comments on YouTube. Sometimes in the past we haven't, but we can see your comments. We will interact with you.
Gaxiola's mouthpiece flew out again.
It did fly out again. I don't know if he's going to get a warning or it looks like he's getting a warning.
Yeah, he's going to get one more warning.
One more warning for that.
Can't lose another point, man.
No. Nope.
Keep
Not
it
at
in.
this point.
No more low blows.
I see Danny. I think mentally is prepared to go the 4 rounds. I think in his last fight he was a little bit over aggressive because I think he was coming off of that very fast knockout, and he does have powerful hands, but he's got to learn to pace himself a little bit more.
Credit to Robles for finding a way to stay busy during this pandemic.
Yeah, and that means taking flights out to New Hampshire when you can't fight in California.
Seizing opportunities.
It certainly has not been easy. New Hampshire, really the only state in New England right now running shows.
Nice action here to end this round.
And that is the end of round number 2. And Danny sticks his tongue out, sends him a message.
This is getting good.
This has been a fun little
Gaxiola's
opener.
fighting back. He's making it a fight. He's still in there. He's probably down on the cards.
Yep.
That point deduction didn't help, but he's still in this.
So again, thank you everybody for joining us. This is the first of 15 fights tonight. We have Alejandro Palino up next, followed by Laquan Lewis. You're also going to see fighters like Kevin Walsh making his pro debut from Brockton, Joshua Raineri, Harry Gigliotti is on this card, Nick Molina, Chris Jacobs, Brandon Higgins, Rico De Polis is back. And in our main event, it's going to be Travis Gambardella in a 6-round fight against veteran Antonio Chavez Fernandez. Again, this is a show to keep guys active. We got big fights coming up this summer. We're going to be talking a little bit about some of the summer shows that will be Boston Boxing Promotions will be putting on later this year. And this is really a card to keep guys active because they're going to be in bigger tests when the fans come back this July.
Exactly. Keep guys active, get guys back in the win column, raise their stocks, shake off that ring rust.
Absolutely. All right, third round of 4.
Gaxiola kind of stalking him now. I think he feels it. He feels the urgency now. He's got to make something happen this round, something big.
I see Ray Oliveira Jr. in the comments. It's cool to see a lot of the New England fighters in the that are watching as well. So shout out to everybody in the boxing scene watching. We appreciate it.
Gaxiola's making this a dogfight, and I think that's the right move. I think that's what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Make Robles work. Maybe you could catch him, break down that body.
Exactly.
He's been here before. He's a vet. He knows what to do. He's got to execute. I wish he committed to that left he just threw.
Oh, Ray Oliveira Sr. That's the Ray Oliveira. Nice. Happy to see him. Ray, you're a legend, man. I see a lot of people shouting out Mike Bulger as well. New Bedford in the building. We love it.
I think Robles needs to get a little more offensive.
Oh,
nice shot. Nice left by Robles.
Nice.
Robles is so much physically stronger than Gaxiola.
Yeah.
You could see it in the way that he handles him in the clinch, the shots he's landing.
I think Gaxiola's strength, honestly, is just being able to survive.
Right.
And
yeah. He does a damn good job.
Yeah, he does a good job of it. He doesn't. He at the very least, he doesn't put his hands down and get blown out in the first round, and he could throw enough sneaky shots to keep competitive. Right. But like you said, Danny's the one that's putting in the work here.
Yeah. This round was a toss-up. Oh, Robles is swinging.
Yeah, and there it is. These guys are trading a lot. Wow, a lot of rabbit punching happening there.
The ref got in there a rabbit punch too late.
I think this is the best.
Body shot
this is definitely the most competitive round so far. I don't know if Gaxiola has necessarily won it, but I think the slower pace is going to serve in his favor.
I'm a terrible judge, and I give it to Gaxiola so far this round. He's coming forward. He's turning it into his fight. He wants it to be a dog. Nice left by Gaxiola. Nice. Down to the body right after.
Danny got caught. Like I said, Danny got caught there. Been a very lot of fouling in this round.
Oof, it's kind of low there by Gaxiola. I don't think the ref.
Once again, I don't know, man. I think Gaxiola is gonna lose a point if he keeps up the low blows and the rabbit punching. Let's see what Haas is gonna tell.
Robles is laughing. Gaxiola is not.
Yeah. Fourth and final round coming up.
Good fight.
Yeah, it's definitely been a foul fest, but entertaining as well.
Well, clearly based off that performance in the third round by Gaxiola, he's still in this. He's still trying to win.
Yeah.
I believe Robles is ahead in the scorecards, but Gaxiola's still in this thing. He needs a real stamp in this round. To pull this off.
Yeah.
He'll need a knockdown.
He'll need it exactly. He needs a
obviously.
10-8 for sure. If this is gonna be close on points, but I can definitely see Danny up 2-1 or 3-0. But either way, a pretty clear lead in the cards.
Right. Agree. This is our first of 15 fights today, ladies and gentlemen.
David Tubbs, a regular on these cards. See him in the chat, David. We can't wait to have you back. Hopefully later this summer. All right, fourth and final round.
There we go.
Danny coming out with the jab.
Robles is strong. If you turn into a punching bag for him, he's strong and he's effective. If he can back Gaxiola into a corner and really unload,
oh yeah,
he can do some real damage.
Absolutely. We've seen him put people's lights out very quickly.
You know, these guys both look like they could go 6 or 8.
100%.
Nice counter right by Robles.
Yep.
Nice body shot.
Yeah, nice
by
body
Robles.
shot there. He's a lot more patient this round.
He is.
I think he knows at this point. Probably gonna have to go the 4 rounds, and he's picking good spots for his punches now. I can definitely appreciate the line of thinking there.
It's a nice body shot by Gaxiola. Robles needs to keep his hands up. Don't get.
Yeah, I see it. Gaxiola really is leaving his hands down this round, especially going to the body. Looks like he keeps himself really open for counters. It's just up for Danny to find, to time him.
Yeah, he's got to execute. Nice left. He should follow up on that.
Yep. It's been a slow round for sure.
Yeah.
Again, did Gaxiola lose his mouthpiece again?
I think that was.
Was that Danny?
I think that was Robles' mouthpiece.
That was Danny. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Nope, that was Gaxiola.
All right.
Is he gonna lose a point? Let's see. That's a third time. Oh,
All right.
we gotta let it continue.
Ref's gonna let it go. Ooh, nice left by Robles. Gaxiola's can take it, man. He's got a chin. This kid's tough.
I see Rudy Ochoa in the chat as well.
Another mouthpiece gone. They're still swinging though.
They are.
You know what, ref? Let the mouthpiece go.
Leo Gerstel letting him fight on the inside here. Let's see. He's gonna lose a point for the mouthpiece.
I think it's time. I think that's the fourth
time.
He's lost it in a 4-round fight.
You can't lose the mouthpiece that often.
Let's see what he does.
Let's see. I don't know if they're looking. I don't even know if they. Okay, they grabbed it. See if Leo takes a point here.
No.
Oh, wow.
He felt bad about the first round point deduction. All right, they're in the center though, swinging. This is it.
I see Rudy
Not
Ochoa.
a lot of time left.
I see Rudy Ochoa, by the way, in the chat. Rudy fought on Boston Boxing Promotion show last year.
Yeah, Rudy's
Shout out to him. Great fighter.
Very good fighter. Gaxiola's still coming forward. Robles just has to keep him off.
Yeah.
He should have this fight sealed.
Yep.
Nice shot. I think that was Gaxiola.
Lot of fluids
They're
coming
going,
from the mouth of Gaxiola there.
Good
That was a good. You know what, Rudy? Good Googling experience for Danny. You got to get rounds in at this point in your career. Can't just knock everybody out in the first round.
Yeah, it's important. You've got to generate that fluidity. You got to get comfortable in there, find your rhythm.
Yeah.
These are important rounds, important times for Robles. That was a good fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And a guy like that, like I said, Gaxiola's going to do anything he can to go 4 rounds. That means spitting out the mouthpiece. It means low blows. It means punches to the back of the head. And this is the things you have to deal with in boxing.
Yep.
So
Yeah, some would say the mouthpiece spit is a veteran move, but yeah, look, good performance on both sides.
Yep.
And they're both in shape. I think they both could have went 6 strong.
Oh, absolutely.
So kudos to them for taking this serious.
Yeah, if this was an 8 or 7 or 8 fight card, this easily could have been a 6-rounder. But again, got a lot of fights going on today, so hence a lot of 4-rounders.
Next up, though, I'm excited. We have Alejandro Polino and Earnest Walsh. That should be a good one. I'm excited about Paulino. See what he's got.
A lot of people in boxing are buzzing about Alejandro Polino, the 3-time New England Golden Gloves champion, making his pro debut
and former state wrestling champion, too.
Yeah, and
Alejandro Polino, talented kid.
Trains out of the Big Six Boxing Academy, one of the best gyms in Providence, one of the best boxing gyms, I'd say, in the entire area. So, we're excited to see his pro debut coming up right after our decision.
And he's actually Paulino's kind of a late bloomer too in boxing. He actually didn't jump into the sport and commit to it till he graduated high school.
Wow.
Which is that's not your standard
absolutely
trail to the sport.
Yeah, most guys who turn they're fighting since 8 years old, really young, and for him to turn pro at 18 and do what he's doing in the amateurs, that's really impressive. All right, so we are going to go to the scorecards with Pete Simbor.
After 4 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Martha Tremblay scores the fight 39-36, whereas Judge John Madfis and Eddie Scunzio see the fight 40-35 for your winner via unanimous decision and still undefeated, the dog, Daniel Robles.
So I think that one judge probably gave the third round, I'd imagine, just like you did. So
right.
That 39-36, the other two giving it a shutout with the 1-point deduction.
Congrats to Robles.
Yeah.
Good fight, good win,
Danny
important
the dog
win.
Goes to 5-0-1, and we are going to see him back on a Boston Boxing Promotion show later this year.
Guys, just want to mention that up next we have the pro debut of Alejandro Polino, a highly touted amateur prospect from New London, Connecticut, and we certainly want to give some love to a lot of the sponsors who helped make this fight possible. The Big Six Boxing Academy, one of the best gyms, if not the best gym in New England for learning the art of boxing. Big Six Dr. Roland Estrada does a terrific job. Father of Jason Big Six Estrada, the former United States Olympian, who I just shook hands with mere moments ago before walking in the room. Also, Rachel's Big City Transportation. Hey, you're in the big city? Who are you going to call for transportation? Joe? I would call Rachel. Would you?
Every day.
I'd call Rachel.
Rachel it is.
Bling Bling Auto Solutions. Thank you to them. Thank you to BOJ Drywall, Providence Glass and Mirror. If you need some transportation because you were in an accident and you need to get out of the accident, you call Rachel for the transportation.
Absolutely.
But then you call Providence Glass and Mirror to fix your windshield.
They're going to come right to your car and take care of business for you.
And you our folks down at the lower left-hand corner as well. You support them as well.
Sorry, some of the graphics are a little hard for Pete to see because we're reading off of a monitor. But seriously.
We want to make sure that all the folks who help out Alejandro Polino and the Big Six Boxing Academy are well represented.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a highly touted pro debut, and we're almost ready to get it going. So
thank you.
I'll go announce it, my friends.
All right. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, really, these shows, we can't do them without the personal, the sponsors for the fighters. They're the ones that are keeping us able to do it, so we appreciate it. And we are going to get to our next fight. It's going to be a 4-rounder between Alejandro Polino and Ernest Walsh. Let's go to Pete.
For our second contest of the evening, we go to the lightweight division. This fight scheduled for 4 rounds. Your referee, Jackie Morrell. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing blue trunks with white trim. Coming to us from Chicago, Illinois tonight, seeking his first victory, Earnest Walsh. And making his pro debut, out of the red corner to my left, wearing black trunks with white lettering, from New London, Connecticut, a highly touted amateur who tonight makes his anticipated professional debut, Alejandro Polino. 4 rounds, lightweights.
Yep, if you heard from Pete, Alejandro Polino, 2017, 2019, 2020 New England Golden Gloves champion, 2019 national, not New England, national Golden Gloves semifinalist. Trains out of that Big Six Box Academy. As you can see, Roland Estrada and Jason Estrada in the corner. Roland Estrada, of course, trained his son Jason and Matt Godfrey as well. Remember him, the cruiserweight, to a world title fight. And Ernest Walsh, 8 professional fights, 19 MMA bouts as well. Journeyman type from Iowa. Second time on a Boston Boxing Promotions card. Took Danny the Dog Robles, who you just saw, 4 rounds. And that's why he got the call tonight as I think the very tough and game pro debut opponent for Alejandro.
Yeah, Ernest Walsh is real game. 8 professional fights in boxing. He's not one time faced a fighter with a losing record either, which says a lot.
Alejandro.
He wants to fight. He wants to fight real guys.
Yep. Alejandro's got the big. You can see the size advantage, of course. And Walsh, to his credit, is trying to trade a little.
Yeah, Alejandro Polino is a real athlete, man. We mentioned earlier a state champion in wrestling in high school coming up. Spent 4 years on varsity. After that is when he really committed to boxing once he graduated high school. I think if he commits and really puts his time into this, he could be something special.
Absolutely. Hello back to Lee Groves from CompuBox and boxing historian, one of the smartest minds I have ever had the pleasure of talking to. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
They're going at it right from the go. Walsh isn't backing down, neither is Paulino.
Nope. It's the kind of pro debut guy you need. Somebody who's just not going to fall down right away, and he's going to make you work.
I like that. I like that Paulino starting everything with the jab.
Absolutely. I love the combination behind. He's throwing big shots right behind that jab. Textbook. Lovely three-punch combination there from Paulino.
Paulino's so much bigger than him. It's going to be tough for Walsh to get inside and at least work the body.
The hand speed of Paulino, I'm very impressed. Just effortlessly chaining punches together here.
Yeah, Walsh is taking him, though, but he's got to get out of that corner.
Yeah, he's got to get out.
You got to keep moving. Nice
body
shot.
And down goes Walsh. And that's more, I think, that's just the volume there. I don't think it was just
it's exactly right. You're right.
He's just getting pummeled, and I think he just needed to take a knee to stop.
And Paulino's doing everything right. Upstairs, downstairs, ripping the body.
Yep.
Blinding every shot with that jab.
Big shot upstairs there. Yep. Like I said, people were really excited about Alejandro Polino going pro. A lot of people buzzing about him, and you can kind of see already the hand speed. Very, very impressive.
Oh, he's
Wall's down again.
This one might be over soon.
And this is the same guy, Ernest Walsh, that took a lot of punches from Danny Robles, and he was able to go 4. And Paulino has him down twice in the first round.
This is a tough guy, and he's in shape. But the volume from Paulino is just. But Walsh is throwing back from the corner off his back foot.
That's right. Can't make
him trying.
He's
he
trying.
Go out like that.
Can't be too wild. Got to be patient.
God, the combinations from Paulino.
Yeah, this is so impressive. Really good stuff here.
And now he's just picking his shots, whatever he wants.
He's down again. They got to stop it here. Come on, Jackie.
That might be it.
They're gonna give him a count.
Let's see if Walsh gets up. This kid is tough.
The fact Walsh has gone up 3 times.
Walsh has no quit.
He might even get out of the first round. Let's see.
Oh, he's still throwing, though. He's right in the center throwing.
Wow, and he gets out of round 1, but 3 knockdowns. The rare 10-6 round. Don't see that too often in boxing.
I don't know, man. If you're the corner of Walsh, you might want to.
You might want to just call it a day.
You might want to rethink this. You don't want to see the kid get hurt.
Yeah, that was a bad beating in that first round.
I don't know what they're saying to him. Yeah, I think
I think they're gonna. No, they said no more. They're done.
That's the right move.
Good call. Good call by the corner there.
Yeah.
So that's going to go down as a TKO 1 for Alejandro Polino.
Wow, what a debut for Paulino.
I was very impressed. Definitely lived up to the hype there from everything I've heard from him.
There was a lot of buzz for this kid coming in.
Yeah.
And rightfully so after seeing that. The volume of punches this kid throws, the combinations upstairs and down, constantly coming forward. I don't think he backed up once in that whole round.
Yeah. That was really good stuff. So Alejandro Polino, now 1-0, 1 knockout. We're definitely going to be seeing him again in a Boston Boxing promotion show later this year.
Wow, what a performance! I'm excited.
I'm just glad Walsh wasn't going to take any more punishment in round 2. He was definitely a tough beating he took in round 1, and it's just at that point you're so far a 10-6 round in a 4-round fight. You're so far behind at that point. So
yeah, granite chin, too much heart, almost to a fault.
Yeah,
he wasn't going to quit.
Fight another day, and he like I said, this guy takes on anybody in MMA and boxing. So what's the point? Taking a beating like this if you're going to be fighting a lot more this year.
Kudos to Wall's corner for stopping that.
And kudos to Walsh
don't drag this out.
Absolutely, but just a different class of fighter today. So coming up next, we'll have Laquan Lewis against Nate Charles, followed by the pro debut of Brockton, Massachusetts' own Kevin Walsh against Henry Garcia, and then after that, Christian Andrade against Kyle Massoth.
Laquan Lewis is another one, a veteran. 19 or 20 pro fights under his belt.
He's on a nice little 3-0-1 run. He's
turned his career around. 3-0-1 in his last 4.
Yep. Let's go to Peter for the time of the stoppage.
Following the conclusion of round number 1, the corner of the blue corner stops this contest. Your winner via TKO, and now 1-0 with 1 KO, Alejandro Paulino.
Congratulations to Alejandro Polino. I see a lot of his fans in the chat. Big Six Jim, got to be pleased.
Yeah, he could be a force at lightweight in the coming years.
All right, so next up is a 4-round fight. It's going to be between Lightning Laquan Lewis, a guy who doesn't have a great-looking record on paper, but a guy who's really turned things around in the last year during this pandemic.
At 39 years old, he started his career 0-7. Didn't pick up his first win, I believe, until 2014 after making his debut in 2009. And to turn it around at 39 years old and have the year he's had is incredible.
Yeah, he had last year he fought 4 times, like we said, unbeaten in that little run there. 2 fights with Robert Bricks, who we'll also see tonight, a very tough customer for anybody. And he had a very thrilling fight against Shaquan Moore in the Battle of the Quans. The loser had to, if someone had lost, they would have lost the right to have Quan in their name.
Right.
But it was a draw, so no one lost their name. But yeah, Laquan's on a nice little run, and his opponent is going to be Nate Charles, who 0-2, but both of his fights that he took were against very experienced boxers, and he hasn't fought since 2017, but he really rededicated himself and got himself into great shape for this one.
He's had a funny career so far, Nate Charles.
Laquan, in that very interesting mask, I'm not sure what that mask is. That body armor as well.
I don't know. I'm not mad at it, though.
No.
Nope, I'm in.
I'm all in on that look.
He's a serious man, Laquan. He's got some momentum right now that he hasn't had in his whole career.
Absolutely. Again, he's used to being the opponent, and he's stringing together some wins and a draw. So, good for him. So, yeah, later on in the card, you're going to see guys like Harry Gigliotti. You're going to see Nick Molina. You're going to see Brandon Higgins. Got plenty more fights coming up. This is the 3rd of 15 fights, so we got a lot going on. As you can see, Nate Charles just entered the ring. And let's go to the announcement for this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our next bout, we go to a 4-round welterweight contest. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing white trunks with black trim, coming to us all the way from Windham, Maine. Tonight, seeking his first professional boxing victory, Nate Charles. And standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing red trunks with black trim, a Boston Boxing Promotions fan favorite from New York, New York, Laquan Lightning Lewis. 4 rounds welterweights.
All right, Laquan Lewis, Nate Charles. Nate Charles also another one competing in mixed martial arts as well. He's had, what I see here.
A couple bouts.
Couple bouts, yeah. 1 on the professional level, 8 on the amateur level.
Yep.
So he's a battle-tested guy.
Yeah,
another one.
And his last boxing match was in July of 2017 against Antonio Chavez Fernandez, who we'll see in our main event tonight. Antonio Chavez, one of the many fighters Antonio shared a ring with. So we'll see what Charles brings to the table.
To Laquan.
Coming right to him, ducking down. Coming right at Laquan here.
You have to throw something though.
Yep.
But you're gonna charge like that. You gotta let your hands go.
You just can't come in that crab-like position not throwing.
Oh!
Big shot by Laquan Lewis takes Nate Charles by surprise. I think he got caught cold there.
I don't know what Nate was doing. He was bobbing and weaving nice, but he was bobbing and weaving a lot, and he wasn't letting his hands go. And Laquan just caught him.
Nate Charles down in the first few seconds.
Laquan Lewis is a whole nother fighter from what you saw years ago.
Laquan. Good. Wow. Laquan out of nowhere. And this is what Laquan does, though, man. He throws these punches from very unorthodox angles, but I've seen him daze plenty of fighters.
Nate's there to be hit. He's not letting his hands go.
He definitely feels it. He feels it. He's got a level.
Patrick Connor calls it the Ketchel shift. I got a little Stanley Ketchel reference in the chat. I love it.
Laquan's got to keep the momentum. Stick that jab.
Yeah.
He's right there. He's to be hit. Nate's got to let his hands go. He's right in front of him. He's bobbing and weaving. Throw your jab.
I think sometimes Laquan sometimes lets the guy off the hook a little bit. I've seen it happen where he dazes guys, and I'm always wondering, he should take a little more of a chance.
Right, yeah, no, I agree.
You got a guy down like that, you got to see how badly hurt he was. Oh, and he catches Charles again with a really nice shot. I think that buckled Charles there a little bit.
Yeah, and Charles coming back swinging
nose,
wildly.
You can see his nose
his
bleeding
nose
from that
busted
punch.
up.
Yep.
That was a nice shot by Lewis.
Laquan gets out of the way of that looping shot there.
And I think that's Nate's best punch is that wild right. So Laquan's just got. Oh, he clipped
down
him.
again.
Ooh, right across
Clipped
the
him.
chin, Lewis.
That was a very nicely timed shot.
Nate's
They're gonna wave it off.
Nate's
right
hurt.
call.
Ooh,
Yeah,
what a shot
Nate
by
got
Laquan.
his equilibrium rocked there.
Lightning Lewis.
And Laquan Lewis, first round stoppage for Lightning Laquan Lewis. 4-0-1 run for him now.
Age is just a number. This guy is 39 years old now, 4-0-1 in his last 5.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
You can look at that record and say, oh, he's 6-12-1. But let me tell you, this guy is turning things around
against a veteran, battle-tested Nate Charles, and not for nothing. He made it look kind of easy.
He did.
He picked his shots. He was accurate. His timing was on point.
Yeah, that was I think the easiest fight he's had, honestly, in this Boston Boxing Promotions in Southpaw, in this gym in general.
I think Nate had the right idea. He wanted to make it aggressive, come out, and you know what? He wasn't. The volume wasn't there.
Yeah, it just wasn't there.
He didn't let his hands go.
Yeah, exactly.
He relied on one punch that whole time. It was that wild, strong right he throws. He wasn't able to connect it.
Yep, just got caught at the end of the day. He just got caught.
Yeah, didn't have enough in the arsenal.
And it's hard, man. It's hard coming back after 4 years out of the ring like that.
Sure.
And if you get caught early in a fight like that, it's hard to recover.
Ring rust is real, and I think maybe he felt it a little tonight. He was a little gun shy.
Yeah. But again, any credit to anybody who's stepping in the Southpaw boxing finish. These are professional fights. This is the big boy stuff. So give him credit for at least giving it a go and trying to be in there with a very more active and certainly a dangerous Laquan Lewis.
Yeah, Nate'll be back.
Yeah.
He's game.
Yeah, exactly. So our next fight coming up, we're going to have Kevin Walsh from Brockton, Massachusetts against Henry Garcia of New Bedford in a 4-round bout. So we're just waiting for Nate Charles to come over, and Pete Zimbor will give the official time of the stoppage for this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 4 seconds of round number 2. Your winner via knockout, Laquan Lightning Lewis.
There you go, Laquan. Congratulations. Another win for Laquan. So yeah, Kevin Walsh coming up next for Brockton, Mass. 25-11 as an amateur. And before we get into that, let's do a quick sponsor read. We want to give a shout out to South Shore Auto Gallery, Top Notch HVAC, the Ascension Farm, Punch for Parkinson's, Canal General Contractors, Ideal Craft Cannabis, Joey Angelo's Cafe, Clean Sleep North and South, Green Auto Plus as well. And Peter, we got to say we are thankful for all these sponsors that are helping out with the show today.
Absolutely, a lot from my great hometown of Brockton, Massachusetts, the city of champions, home of the great Rocky Marciano and marvelous Marvin Hagler. And I will tell you right now, I've spent many a late nights at Joe Angelo's Cafe in Brockton, and we thank not only Joe Angelo, but all the other fine sponsors as well, as Kevin Walsh from Brockton, Massachusetts makes his pro debut up next.
All right. We're very excited. Another pro debut fight here. Kevin Walsh, 25-11 as an amateur. 2019 New England Golden Gloves finalist. 2020 New England Golden Gloves semifinalist. He trains at the Cappiello Brothers Boxing and Fitness Gym in Brockton. You might be familiar with the Cappiellos. Rich Cappiello, of course, promoted a ton of boxing in the New England area that I certainly attended as a younger kid. And Mike Cappiello, former boxer, is his trainer. And his opponent is, as you see Mike Cappiello there, as we see Walsh enter the ring, is Henry Garcia, 0-5-1. But let me tell you, that record does not tell the whole story because I have seen Henry Garcia in some barn burners.
Never been stopped.
Never been stopped.
Guy.
This is a tough pro debut fight. He was in a fight with Ernesto Nelius, we'll talk about later. Absolutely stole the show. One of the best fights I've seen in New Hampshire ring. So you could say, yeah, he's 0-5-1, but trust me, this guy is hungry for a win. And if Kevin Walsh is not prepared, this could be a tough one. Let's go to Pete.
This next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right. He's wearing white trunks with blue trim. Coming to us from New Bedford, Massachusetts, a fan favorite of Boston Boxing Promotions, Henry Garcia. And his opponent standing directly across the ring, wearing blue trunks with white trim. He comes to us from the City of Champions, Brockton, Massachusetts tonight, making his anticipated professional debut, King Kevin Walsh.
King Kevin.
4 rounds, lightweights.
Kevin Walsh, yeah, had a nice run in the amateurs, posted a record of 25-11, and he actually works construction full-time for a masonry union in Boston from 7 a.m. to 3:30. After work, goes straight to the gym for sparring and working out. Unbelievable work discipline on Walsh.
That's tough, man. You got to do a full-time job, then you fight. Good for him for balancing both. Henry Garcia's last fight was August of 2019 in a war with Ernesto Ornelas. It was a split decision. Actually, his last fight, was a loss to Dominic Monzione in New Hampshire. But right now, he is covering up quickly.
He's going right
as
for
Walsh.
him. He's wasting no time, but Garcia's swinging right back. He's still.
I tell you, this is Garcia certainly, if he can get comfortable, loves to throw punches on the inside, but maybe Kevin Walsh here trying to catch him a little cold here in the beginning.
Walsh is trying to finish this in the first round.
Yeah, Walsh is throwing a lot of punches early, but he doesn't want to,
you stop a guy like
empty
Henry
the gas
Garcia
tank.
who's never been stopped. It's a real statement.
That would be an absolute statement. But again, Garcia does not go easily. I've seen this guy fight many times. I'm telling you, he's certainly game.
Walsh came right for it as soon as the bell rang. He's good, though. He's got to keep his composure here.
Absolutely. You can see Garcia punches loop a little bit. You can already tell right off the bat, Walsh's punches just a little bit straighter right now. But there's that sneaky left from Garcia.
Nice body shot by Walsh. Followed by a nice counter by Garcia, too.
Nice combination there. I think that definitely got to Garcia. But
I thought that left grazed him. Yeah, I thought that left by Kevin got him.
Didn't look too thrilled to be hit by that. A lot of punches already in this first round. Yikes! That
nice
was
combinations by Walsh. Looking strong.
For a guy making his pro debut, Kevin Walsh looks very comfortable in that ring already. I don't see a lot of nerves from him.
Yeah, he's got to watch out. You don't want to experience that adrenaline dump. I know even though there's no crowd here, you're feeling it.
Sure.
You know, in your pro debut, the jitters are real.
They know they got friends. They got friends watching, family watching here.
Right. But like you said, he's handling himself well.
Absolutely. See, there's Garcia. See, Garcia can definitely have his moments in there.
Yeah, Garcia got him with a nice left there.
If you put your head down, Garcia can find you. And I think he's done a good job, Garcia, getting himself into the fight a little bit more after a very fast start for Kevin Walsh.
Right, no. I mean, Garcia's been here before. He's seen this. He knows what to do.
Yeah, knows the deal. This is where Kevin Walsh...
both guys down.
Both guys down.
You know what?
Walsh slipped, but Garcia got knocked to the canvas, and he definitely got wobbled.
Wow, yeah, he's hurt.
He definitely got wobbled. Wow. I don't know if Garcia hurt his leg. It stopped.
Oh, ref stops the fight.
Wow.
First round stoppage for Kevin Walsh.
I think Garcia hurt his leg on the way down there. You kind of saw he awkwardly was, Walsh was knocking him, to the canvas there. I think he hurt his leg.
Yeah, it was hard to really dissect what happened because they both were falling, but Walsh was still throwing shots. I think he landed clean somewhere in that mix.
He definitely landed clean. And I think just Walsh was in the momentum of throwing all those punches. He slipped and fell too. But I'll tell you, first round stoppage over Henry Garcia.
It's huge.
That's really good.
Huge statement for Kevin Walsh.
Henry Garcia has gone the distance with everybody he's been in with. He's been competitive with everybody he's been in the ring with. And here Kevin Walsh just finishes him off in the first round right before the end of the bell.
Henry Garcia is a guy you get rounds against. And he just completely flipped the script on that plan.
Rich and Mike Capiello there posing with a very happy Kevin Walsh. 1-0 now. Another successful pro debut on this show.
Wow, strong kid too, man, Walsh.
Yeah, I didn't know a whole lot about Walsh. I mean, I heard a little bit about him, but I'm very impressed.
He kind of reminds me. He's got that Joe Smith Jr. thing about him. He works that tough labor job.
Union man.
Gets right to the gym, union guy, and comes out just like Joe Smith. Comes out guns blazing.
Absolutely.
He could look if he stays on the right track. He could be a force.
There's of course we got Stephen Clark in his festive outfit. as you every show, always got his outfit on.
Keeps it real.
Oh yeah. So they're gonna announce the time of the stoppage here, and next up on this card, it's gonna be Christian Andrade against Kyle Massoth in a 4-round fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 50 seconds of round 1. Your winner via knockout, making a successful pro debut, King Kevin Walsh.
And Kevin Walsh, nice work, Kevin Walsh.
Nice work.
All right, so we got another pro debut coming up here. It's a 4-round fight at 118 pounds. Christian Andrade from Fairhaven, Massachusetts, will be taking on Kyle Massoth from New York, who has 2 pro bouts.
Yep,
Another 4-rounder.
Made his debut in Miami, Florida in October of last year, and coming back to fighting out of New York.
His last Kyle's last fight was in March. Fought in Alabama. Roll Tide, TKO and lost to Troy Anderson, who fights out of Dorchester, Mass, actually. And he had his pro debut down in Alabama, as all places. And that's what the pandemic does, man. Sometimes you just end up fighting on random shows because those are the states that have fights right now.
Got to find your spots.
Got to find.
You got to keep it moving.
Not a lot of club shows happening right now.
Kyle also made had his first amateur mixed martial arts fights last year as well. So it looks like he's trying to find his groove.
Yeah, just trying to get some paydays, some opportunities. Christian Andrade trains at the Stay Ready Boxing in Fall River, gym owned by Chris Jacobs, who we'll see a little bit later today. Southern New England Golden Gloves champion in 2015. Actually fought Kevin Walsh in the amateur, so interestingly enough.
We'd like to see that.
So, I think they were a little bit, the size difference now. Andrade,
sure.
118 pounds. Like, Walsh is campaigning at 130, but you never know. So let's do quick shout-outs to our sponsors. And let's have Pete Zimbor here to thank our sponsors for this fight.
Well, we just want to thank the sponsors coming to us from the southeastern area of Massachusetts supporting Christian Andrade, who is managed by Carlos Alvarado. He comes out of the Stay Ready Boxing Gym in Fall River, which is operated by Chris Jacobs, who we will see in action later on this afternoon as he takes on Robert Burke. They've got a really good program going on at the Stay Ready. I said Stay Fitty like I was talking about 50 Cent or something like that in the early 2000s. But the Stay Ready Boxing Gym in Fall River has got a good program going on and a lot of support that we want to thank all the supporters who you see on the screen right now. Vibe Nutrition and Fitness, KO Gym, KNS. We've got Artistic Dance Studio, Stumpy's. You got to love Stumpy, right?
I love Stumpy's.
And last but not least, Stumpy. So,
Stumpy.
We want to thank all the supporters you see on the screen right now. Big supporters of this Boston Boxing Promotions live stream that we're able to bring to you on youtube.com/Boston Boxing Promotion.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the sponsors for allowing us to put these shows to you live and free on YouTube so you can enjoy your afternoon. You can enjoy some boxing, put some comments in the chat. All free. That's what we like to do. We like to give it to you, and we're going to give you a lot of fights today. So, yeah, sit back, enjoy. Fight number 5 of 15. We're just waiting for Kyle Massoth, I believe, to get in the ring.
God, I'm still impressed with Alejandro Polino. What a performance.
I am too,
I can't wait to see what that kid does next.
Yeah, I was really, really impressed with his hand speed. So, as Kyle Massoth makes his way to the ring, a couple guys in his corner just want to make notes of Scott Lampert, who scored a big knockout last time we had a stream on right in this very gym in Southpaw. First round stoppage of Rico De Paola. So Scott Lampert knows a thing or two about winning fights in New Hampshire. I'm sure he's passing some tips down to Kyle.
Tough guy.
And absolutely. And also want to mention Andrew Nolan, who was supposed to fight today. Drew Nolan at Ground and Pound Promotions. So unfortunately, his opponent Aaron Bernardo not able to fight today due to illness. So I know Drew was raring to go. He made the long trip here, but still promoting Kyle Massoth and helping him out in the corner. So let's go to our announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our next contest, we go to the Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner to my right, wearing black trunks with yellow trim, coming to us from Albany, New York, Kyle Massoth. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing black trunks with gold trim. Tonight, making his anticipated professional debut, Christian Andrade. 4 rounds, bantamweights.
All right, guys. 4 rounds of boxing in that bantamweight division, 118 pounds. Kyle Massoth, Christian Andrade. Referee is Leo Gerstel.
It's one of my favorite divisions, the bantamweight division. They don't get enough love.
All right, first of 4 rounds. Just waiting to go here. All right, round number 1.
It's an important fight for both guys. Massoth wants to get in that win column. Andrade wants to make a statement in his debut.
Well, you always want to win impressively in your pro debut. And so,
oh, all right. I think that was a push.
That's more of a push.
Yep.
Again, I think a lot of nervous energy in there. Referee wiping off Massoth's gloves.
Oh,
and you can see Andrade getting through.
Popped his head back with that jab.
Yeah, getting through, taking his time here.
Andrade looks razor focused right now.
Yep. He's just got to time. He's got to get in between Massoth's wild punches.
Yeah, Massoth's got to move his head, or he's gonna get get clipped here.
Yep. This is
nice shot, nice straight right by Andrade.
Very off. Massoth's very, very flat-footed. I see one commenter.
Real unorthodox. He's got to calm down.
He's off balance. Yeah. Yep. I see some nervous energy from him.
And Andrade should start countering off some of these wild shots.
You can't just because the thing is, if you just sit there, Kyle Massoth, I mean, you got to counter him here. You can't let him in these wild punches.
Nice left to the body by Andrade.
No, Kyle's throwing.
He is throwing. He's trying. The efforts are there.
Definitely got caught there, though.
He did get caught. I think he's hurt, too. He's hurt.
Yeah, he's wobbled. Oh, another shot there.
I mean, look, if Andrade is going to sit there and let Kyle tee off on him, Kyle should at least go downstairs and start ripping the body. He's just
absolutely.
I don't know why Andrade isn't letting his hands go in return.
He's being way too patient. He's got to throw the hands.
Oh, nice left by Andrade.
Because he's hurting Massoth with everything he lands. Massoth's nose is bleeding, and I think Andrade sees that he's got a hurt hand there.
Nice body shot by Andrade. He's still up. I guess he turned his back. The ref counted as a count.
Mouthpiece is out.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see if he's going to continue.
They're
going to stop it. Okay. They're going to stop it, and that's the right call.
Yeah, right call. Look, Andrade did what he had to do.
So there you go. First round stoppage. Christian Andrade from Fairhaven. He took his time.
It was smart. It was calculated.
Yeah.
He found his shots. He took them. They were effective.
And
it worked. He got the win.
Yeah, once he bloodied his nose, hit him in the body. That's pretty much it. Again, so we've had 3 pro debuts tonight. Paulino, Walsh, and Christian Andrade, and all 3 winning in the first round stoppage. Yes, I see a comment saying a lot of debut fighters making statements. You're right. I mean, this is what you gotta do. You wanna get on people's radars. You wanna get be seen in the boxing scene. You gotta go out there and throw bombs.
Look, Andrade could have carried him 4 rounds, got his rounds
absolutely.
In. He didn't. He got him out of there.
Yeah, I thought he was a little too patient, but then he picked it up at the end there.
He did.
And bloodied him, and it was a tough stoppage.
Yeah, good win. Look, the bantamweight division's wide open for anyone.
Oh, 118. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Not a lot of American fighters that fight below featherweight. So if Andrade can put some wins together, who knows?
He got that first one under his belt. Good for him. And look,
absolutely.
Credit to Massoth. He came in swinging. He did what he could. He had some limited abilities, but he came in swinging.
He at least tried. And
he did. Wait here for the official decision.
For the official decision here. Yeah. I'll go to the time of stoppage.
The end comes at 2 minutes and 26 seconds of round number 1. Your referee, Leo Gerstel, calls a halt to the action. Your winner via TKO in his pro debut, Christian Andrade.
Christian Andrade, 1-0. All right, guys, so we have next fight coming up. We got Josh Raineri against Montoyia Swilling, and we're going to be joined by a third man in the booth. And I apologize that we do not have a chair for you. We are going to try and get one for you at some point. Kyle Cusick.
No worries.
Kyle
How's it going,
Cusick,
fellas?
guy who's fought many times in this very ring.
No, sure.
We're getting a seat for Kyle here, hopefully. We're going to bring Kyle in here. Kyle, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, man. And
excited to be here.
So you know a little bit about the guy fighting next in our fight here, Josh Raineri. You had your pro debut fight against him. Josh, of course, 3-0. But yeah, tell us a little bit about your pro debut fight against Josh.
Yeah, Josh is a dog, man. You know, we didn't take that fight under any disillusions that it was going to be an easy fight. You know, we were trying to get our foot in the door, and Peter said he was having a tough time matchmaking for Josh, and you know, as we spoke about, you know, most guys don't want that tough fight out of the gate, but we thought it would be close to a 50-50 fight, and we'd have a good shot, so we jumped at it, and it was a great fight. You know, one of the fights of the night, a few people have said, and
yeah, it was a great fight.
You know, Josh can take a punch. Josh is strong, great body work. You know, I think he's going to probably work on that frame of Montoya's a little bit tonight, if I had to guess.
Yeah, so he's in there with a much bigger opponent in Montoyia Swilling, who's 6'2" and fought David Tubbs at light heavyweight last time. So
right.
He's coming down
Yeah.
to meet Josh at 165 and took this fight on short notice. So yeah, Josh is going to have to be in there with a much taller opponent than you.
Definitely taller, but I mean, me and Josh did a catchweight at 57 actually. So you know, he's fought with that little extra weight on him before. But it's different, you know, like me and Josh, and then compared to me in the last two with Gregory, it's a lot different when, you know, the guy's 6 feet 6'1", and guys like us 5'7", 5'8". It's you know, big reach, height difference.
What's it like fighting in that ring? I think a lot of people in the comments are saying it's a small
It's
ring.
very small.
Yeah, what do you think that is? Is it like 18 feet?
If that?
16? I bet you it's 16.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's small. For someone like me who's not the fastest guy and you know, likes to stand and bang, I love it, you know, because, you know, the real slick guy that have to chase around the ring, be tougher for me. But the guys that get on their bike, I'm sure it's.
Oh yeah,
I don't think Billy Joe would be
No. He would if he
shaking on this deal to fight Canelo in this ring.
Poor Billy.
Yeah, if you really saw this ring, he would not be pleased.
No.
But I'm sure you got to be excited about fighting again this summer.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
We'll be back at the Castleton, of course.
Yeah, it's gonna be so awesome to be able to have fans
because
there. You know?
you turned pro during the pandemic era,
right?
So
yeah.
you haven't had a real fight.
The last time I fought in front of a crowd, you know, was probably amateurs, you know, like 8-9 years ago. So excited, you know, and people have been hitting me up every fight. You know, can we get tickets? Is there a crowd? You know,
right.
The one I actually did do the Thanksgiving one. You know, we had 250 people, but they kind of reserved most of those for the main, so I couldn't even get my hands on tickets for that.
Sure.
That was cool,
place
though.
seemed packed too, though.
It did.
Night.
It
For
felt packed.
It felt packed.
Yeah, right. It felt packed.
Yeah, it definitely. I've been in there when there's been 900 people, and it's
Me
tight.
too.
It's packed in tight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's a whole different aspect, you know. All those people there changes a lot, but it'll be fun. It's I've been lucky enough to have a lot of support, so Joe people will come out and excited to look forward to that in July.
I'm sure you've had a lot of sponsors and people that
right,
have
absolutely,
helped you
yeah.
out. You know, it's hard, man. Training and trying to do all this. Trying to
work a full-time job, of course, right?
Too, right?
You know,
so it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not like don't do this full-time. Well, it kind of is full-time, but on top, you know. Not full-time pay, so you know you work.
right.
But you treat it full-time.
Yeah,
That's
you make
important.
ends meet, but you gotta, you know what it is.
Yeah, of course.
It's not going to end well in there if you're half-assing it. So you gotta put as much into it to get out, which is why, you know, I got married a couple weeks ago, so I knew. Thank you. So leading into this, I knew I was going to have the time to jump on this card. So I just told Peter, you know, we did 3 and 5 months, so we've been pretty active.
Sure.
So he said, well, you know, we'll sit this one out.
Got to do the honeymoon, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right, you know.
The honeymoon's at When's your fight?
July 30th.
That's the honeymoon.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
There you go.
Get back in there. So that'll be. I believe
Great.
so. I think he's putting a few dates together. Actually, should be exciting. So.
Yes, we'll be announcing those a little bit later.
Yeah, I
on
didn't
this
wanna-
show. Oh yeah, smart. You see, yeah, we'll be announcing all the summer fights a little bit later on. But yes. So
This
Kyle
is
will
an
certainly be
interesting
on
fight,
those
man.
shows.
Montoyia, Swilling, and Raineri. He's only 0-1 Swilling, but between professional and amateur, he's got 25 mixed martial arts fights.
He's got and for he's definitely in shape. He's tall, so that could definitely pose a little bit of a conundrum here for the Rain Man.
I like to see guys that tall, see how well they fight tall. Like what kind of
Use
range
it.
he has. Does he use it? The distance.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily like with Jay Gregory. He didn't use any of that length against me.
Right.
So it's only a reach if you use the advantage, right?
That's exactly it. If he knows how to fight tall, he could be all right.
But Josh is good at getting inside and working the body and closing that
I
distance.
think that's his best strength, inside fighting.
I think so, yeah. I mean, we just hung in the pocket the whole time, you know, and he seemed comfortable there. We both had our deep breaths in between, but went right back to it. So I think, and he probably didn't have much of a weight cut, being able to do it a little heavier, so that that might help.
Yeah, I was gonna say for this fight, he's probably in its walking around rate.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
Right?
think
Yeah.
he
probably didn't cut
at all.
anything. Right?
Do you think that's an advantage? In some cases, I guess.
Depending on the opponent, I guess. Yeah, I think.
Right.
I think for Josh it might be. I mean, because we're kind of built similarly, and I gotta sweat out 10 pounds to hit 54 the night before. It sucks. No, it's the worst part of this whole thing. The fight's the fun part. It's the weight cut and the prep. So to be able to just skate by without that, if he was in there with a 160-pound muscle-bound monster, maybe you might think twice about it. But I think he'll be fine.
What's your prediction for tonight? You gonna watch Canelo?
Yeah, Dude,
You're going Billy Joe.
He's a generational talent,
He
isn't
is,
he?
man. He's special.
Billy Joe is unbelievable. He's anybody else, but
Billy Joe on his best day can fight. We've seen it.
Oh, he
we
can.
saw what
Absolutely.
He did to Lemieux,
Yeah.
but
Absolutely.
we just haven't seen his best day in a while.
Right. And Canelo just seems to eventually, even if it's by the 5th or the 6th or the 7th, break people down.
He's just such a credit to the sport. He just takes it so serious.
Right.
He doesn't need to fight anymore, but he's still trying to fight the best.
And that's why if I was Billy Joe, why would you? I get you got to sell the fight, but why give him any more reasons to be pissed at you? Canelo just looks so mad with those stare downs, and he's talking about the Mexican beef.
Absolutely.
It makes me scared for him. I mean, but Billy Joe is a super talent. I think Canelo figures everybody out. And his power. It's just. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes the distance. Maybe Billy Joe's like showing up to win. Obviously. But should be best fight Canelo's had in a while for sure.
Absolutely.
Excited. Should be good.
Yeah, it should be good indeed. So we apologize. We're just waiting a little bit around. I'm not sure what the delay is, but we're working on something right now. might be trying to find one of the fighters to get in the ring. You never really know. This is what kind of happens on a show like this. It's casual. We're just waiting. We'll certainly have the next fight coming up soon. But Kyle Cusick, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
for this
absolutely.
fight
No, thanks
today.
for having me.
We'll have you on commentary
I
here.
appreciate it.
You've been in the ring with Josh Raineri. We'll have you here for this whole fight. So thanks for popping in. We just got people coming in and out the whole afternoon. So. Just running around, but I'm sure you got to be excited to get back in the ring.
Oh no, I'm definitely excited. We're always training, but to ratchet it back up, travel a lot, find a lot of good sparring, and we're lucky to be so close to Providence too. There's a lot of bodies up there, a lot of good gyms in Rhode Island. So we travel everywhere,
So are you train with where's your gym? Because I know you have a bunch of guys in that gym.
Right. So the Punishment Striking Systems is out of Swansea.
Okay.
Most of the guys are Fall River guys. The gym originated in Fall River, but since moved to Swansea. So we're right between Mass and Rhode Island. But we're lucky enough to get work with so many people. Victor Reynoso out in Rhode Island, CES guy, but
great boxer.
Yeah, unbelievable. Get work with Victor. I've been lucky enough to drive up to Bristol to Doug Bramwell's gym and get work with Pete Manfredo, which is,
Must have been a thrill.
Yeah, it's like, the guy I grew up watching, to be able to get in there and just work with him a little bit.
Sure.
And
What a stud he was. Still, coming up.
And still, obviously Peter's a little older now, but still
He
got
did
the
his- he did
skills.
his
He did his thing, and he still can move in there. You know what I'm saying? He's still got his power.
Sure.
So
we got Montoyia Swilling just entered the
Yep.
ring, and it looks like Joseph Janik, Haas is going to be cornering him, and
cornered a couple guys today.
Cornered a couple guys. This is a lot of
Overtime.
guys. They take fights on last minute. They come by themselves. So yeah,
gotta respect that.
Gotta respect guys helping out, cornering for in this situation like that.
I'm excited for this, man. Montoyia, the son of God, versus Josh, the Rain Man.
It's a hell of a nickname, no?
The son of God.
I wasn't gonna say it.
It's an intense nickname.
Yeah, right.
I want to see how Josh handles this height.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. But Devin Christie's not a small guy.
Right.
And
yeah, you're right.
He looked good against Christie.
I thought he did as well. So let's go to Pete for the introductions for this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing red trunks with black trim, coming to us from Watertown, New York, welcome back, Montoyia Swilling. And standing directly across the ring, boxing out of the red corner to my left, sporting solid black trunks and an impressive record of 3 wins, 0 defeats, 1 win by way of knockout. From Haverhill, Massachusetts, the Rain Man, Joshua Raineri. 4 rounds, middleweights.
So Josh Raineri trains in Downtown Boxing Club in Haverhill. He's got works with Ray Herbert, Brandon Simons as well. Brandon was a former pro fighter, had a handful of bouts before he retired a couple years ago. Yeah, you can see the size difference here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Josh Raineri's got a Chris Algieri look to him.
I kind of like that, yeah. And you can and Swilling, I think Swilling is, being primarily an MMA fighter. He's used to cuts like this. He's used to getting down to 165.
There we go.
Let's see.
Should be a good one.
What we got here from Montoyia Swilling, and he's doing what he needs to do.
No, looking sharp early, Montoyia.
He's
yeah,
got to use that jab.
You want to fight tall when you're in with a guy like Josh.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry for the loss. Don't worry about that. I gotta work on my body now.
All right, Montoya's staying aggressive early.
And that's what Josh wants to do. Get him on the ropes.
Yep.
Get him on the ropes.
That's
and
the
support that
formula right
body.
there, yeah.
Nice combination there from Montoyia Swilling.
Yeah, he's thrown that lead uppercut a couple times. He's got to be careful not to get countered there.
Again, Montoyia is in there with a much smaller and
nice straight left by Montoyia.
Very confident performance here, especially for a guy. I mean, Montoyia was stopped by David Tubbs in a round in his pro debut, and he's fighting with a lot of confidence this time around.
Good work there by Josh, though. Had him against the ropes, ripping that body.
Take advantage of that small ring. Keep him there if you can.
That's it. Montoyia looks in great shape.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing the fight plan already. Swilling using the jab, Josh trying to get on the inside and hit him to that body. Try and break him down.
Montoyia wants to try to sneak that straight left right through the guard of Josh.
Want to thank our crew working hard, making the sound and the stream go smoothly as always.
Good body shot.
Nice body shot.
Nice body shot, and you can tell
right hooks to
that
the body.
definitely hit Swilling there.
I think those shots are starting to take a toll on
Elbows
Montoyia.
are starting to drop a little bit.
Montoya's feeling it.
Scares me when guys lead with an uppercut. They leave that chin wide open. Josh will find it.
Slowing down Montoyia for sure.
Yeah, Josh is starting to steal this round. Montoyia came out sharp, but
yeah.
He's here. I've seen him a bunch of times.
he's breathing heavy, Montoyia.
Yeah.
Those body
Those
shots
body
are
shots
starting to
add
take
up.
a toll.
Oh, big overhand shot! Huge shot! Wow! And Swilling on the head on the canvas. I don't know if he's going to get
right
up.
hand by Raineri.
Raineri's got to get into the neutral corner.
And the
It's
ref's
waved
going to
off.
stop it.
Done.
What a
Huge
shot by
shot.
Josh.
Whoa.
The Rain Man.
Kyle Cusick and myself very
Told
impressed.
you, man. I told you he could punch.
Dude,
I felt
overhand shot there. That's what you got to do with a bigger guy. But
You know how he did that? He did that. He ripped that
body work, man.
That
You don't want to
body
get hit
work,
to the body anymore. Yep.
He dropped his guard, and the Rain Man just made it rain.
Yep.
that was a big shot that put him down there.
Shot an overhand right hook.
Thankfully, Swilling is okay, but he recognizes he just got caught.
I looked at it. Yeah, that body though got me though, bro. Like,
What a shot by Raineri.
when I hit the gym up, I'm just gonna work on this.
Unbelievable, man.
I mean, I'm pretty quick and my stamina was good.
Just keep at it, man.
Yeah, I was a lot quicker than him. I could have kept going.
Yeah, keep at it, man. Keep at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But
I've only been training for 2 years. That's it.
Keep it up.
Pretty good. I got potential.
Apologize.
However,
We got a lot of
one-round
people coming and
fight,
going
though.
right now, but we're just gonna be waiting for the announcement there. At least Montoya's okay. I think he knows he just got caught.
He got
Simple as
caught.
that.
He did, yeah.
He might have underestimated. Josh carries some power, man, when he works downstairs. Those body shots start taking a toll. He started breathing heavy, and he let his guard up a little bit, and Josh caught him with that right.
And like we said, man, you don't have to cut. You're coming in here, fully hydrated and ready to go.
Right.
I'm sure you had a nice meal before him.
And also,
you're carrying all your power in with you.
credit to Montoyia. He did take this fight on real short notice.
Definitely.
Yeah, I took it on a week's notice at midnight.
And he still looks great.
Yep.
Yeah.
The end comes at 2 minutes and 55 seconds of round number 1. Your winner via KO, Joshua Raineri.
So congratulations, Josh Raineri, 4-0. Gets the job done, and we are absolutely going to see him later on this summer, and we'll talk later on the broadcast about his upcoming fight because he'll certainly be taking a step up in class. So Kyle Cusick,
Thanks for having me, fellas.
thanks for popping
it was
in,
a pleasure.
man. We
yeah,
appreciate
thank you.
popping in on
Anytime.
commentary,
And,
chat it up, and we'll see you.
I'll see you guys in July. Be ready to go. Yeah.
All right, man.
Thanks again, guys. Appreciate it.
Good
Cool,
stuff. All right.
Jay, you ready? Go, baby.
Thank you, Kyle Cusick. What a stud.
Absolutely.
God, what a knockout.
All right, so we're going to go to, before we go to our next fight, we're going to have more sponsors, and we'll go to Pete Zimbor.
So we want to let you know that a lot of good support comes to the Merrimack Valley portion of Massachusetts. Haverhill, Massachusetts, that's where Josh Raineri's from. You see a lot of those sponsors on your screen. I said Haverhill, Massachusetts. The Haverhill Beef Company, one of them. That's where I get my beef when I'm in Haverhill, I'll tell you that much. So special thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting this Boston Boxing Promotions live stream. Also want to mention to both you, Gray, and Joe, we want to introduce someone in for the third headset. One of the newest fighters who's going to be competing on Boston Boxing Promotions. We have Mitch Lewis Charles. He is from Montreal, Canada, but has recently relocated to Boston, Massachusetts, as he goes for the fist pound and Gray awkwardly forgot.
Sorry.
Come on in, Mitch.
Called him out.
Well, glad to be joined by Mitch Louis Charles. Yeah, welcome, man. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me, guys.
And also, I want to mention that we even have even more sponsors from the Merrimack Valley that are on screen right now. Make sure you support all our sponsors as we head into the next fight soon. And Mitch is going to be a great fighter with Boston Boxing Promotions and a great broadcaster for this next fight, I'm sure.
Yes,
All right. Well, thank you, man, for
What's up,
joining
man?
us.
Appreciate it.
Let's see if he can do it in French as well.
So you're originally from Canada,
Yeah, I'm from Montreal, Quebec.
and you when did you relocate to the U.S.?
I came here like around February.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So sorry, I had your mic down a little bit, but yes, originally from Canada, just
Yeah.
relocated to the New England area. So
Yeah.
haven't had a fight in a while, I'm sure, and you're excited
Yeah.
to get back in the ring this
Yeah,
summer.
yes, I am. I haven't fought like since January 2019, so I'm looking forward to fight soon.
Awesome. So we got a fight coming up here. Can join us for Mike Bulger from Medford, Massachusetts. Joe making his another pro debut here against
it.
Jay Gregory.
Let's watch this.
So
another guy who fights both boxing and mixed martial arts, went 2-0 in amateur MMA. Mike Bulger.
Mike Bulger comes from is trained by Sean Farley, who we'll talk a little more after we get to the intros.
This next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing red trunks with black trim. Coming to us from New York State, welcome back, Jay Gregory. And his opponent standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing solid white trunks from nearby Medford, Massachusetts, Mikey Bulger. 4 rounds, middleweights.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Bulger, trained by Sean Farley, who called the show with me last time we were here, because he wasn't working with anybody at that night, but he'll be busy this afternoon, work with Brandon Higgins as well. And he spars a lot with Calvin Cater. So I know, Joe, you're an MMA guy.
Calvin Cater's a monster. Yeah.
Absolutely. So round 1, Jay Gregory, 0-2 from Auburn, New York. He's fought 2 times on Boston Boxing Promotions cards. First fight against Kyle Cusick we just had here, knocked Kyle Cusick down, ended up losing a decision, and then the second fight lost the rematch. But as you can see, he's got a nice height advantage.
Yeah, he does. He does. I do like Mikey's haircut though.
Mikey is looking sharp. He looks like he got nice tan and a good haircut for the pro debut. Gotta love it.
Jay Gregory is just a fight head. He fights kickboxing, mixed martial arts, boxing. He does it all.
I did start it like with mixed martial arts. That's what I started in when I was young, and when I turned like 10 years old, that's when I only focused on boxing.
So I imagine for you, it's been tough finding fights during the pandemic with Canada kind of shut down, honestly, right? And a lot of the smaller shows.
Right now we got a curfew. We got a curfew over there right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so everybody got to get inside by 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I would have left.
Yeah, that's what I did.
And now you're here, and we'll be seeing you certainly this summer.
Yeah.
And so far, you can see Bulger getting through Gregory's jabs.
Yeah.
Bulger looks strong. Those were nice counters.
He does.
Gregory definitely, I see sometimes when he fought Kyle Cusick, he tends to sometimes cover up a little too long and sit on the ropes.
He can't do that with Bulger. Bulger will rip the body. There he goes there.
There he goes. So
should be using his jab more, a little bit more.
Yeah, he's got the reach advantage and the height advantage. He should use it.
Ooh, he's hitting him down hard. Just kind of clubbed him down there.
He went down. The rest of the count was a knockdown.
Yeah, they're going to count that.
He's standing too still.
I think he was on his way down anyway, regardless of that shove.
Yeah. They're going to stop it. Wow, he didn't like what he heard from Jay Gregory. And that is another first-round stoppage.
Yeah. Bulger picks up a quick win.
And another pro debut and another first-round stoppage win against a Jay Gregory who went the distance in his first 2 fights here. So a lot of these pro debut guys who are new on the scene, they're making statements.
Yeah.
You know what? If you're known to be the guy to cover up like that, someone's going to take advantage. Yeah. I think that's what Bulger did. He knows this guy likes to cover up. He doesn't want to eat the shots. And when he did, Bulger just unloaded on him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're gonna smell blood, you know.
Good fight, man. So are you going to be competing at light heavyweight or cruiserweight most likely?
No, hell no. I am at 154 pounder.
154? Oh, I thought you were much heavier. I apologize.
I walk around like 168, 170.
Okay, so you walk around 160, but you'll be 154. Well, I mean, I feel like everybody, so many fighters in the New England area. It's a hot division, right? 147, 154.
It is.
Absolutely.
That Canadian fight scene used to be big, man.
Yeah. But there's not too many boxers over there. That's also another reason why I moved here, because a lot of them guys, like, I spar with them, you know. So So when it's time like to offer them fight, they don't really want to fight.
So let's go to Pete for the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Leo Gerstel calls a halt to this contest at 1 minute and 55 seconds into round number 1. Your winner, making a successful pro debut, Mikey Bulger.
All right, 155. Congratulations to Mikey Bulger, a successful pro debut.
He's looking like a movie star.
Yeah, he is. He's looking very
like a
dapper.
Star.
So, Mitchell Charles, we're going to see you later this summer on a Boston Boxing
definitely,
Promotions card. We thank you for popping in.
Yes, thank you.
And we can't wait to see you fight.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing you fight at 154.
Yeah, 154.
And get back in action, man. So we look forward to it.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for coming in.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
All right. So another great fight there. Mike Bulger, I tell you, looking tan, jacked,
dapper dog,
dapper,
out first round,
looking beautiful. No, great stuff there for Michael Bulger.
We're heading into bout number 8.
Yes, we got James Perkins against Jesus Javier Cintron, and we're gonna be once again. We got we got guys coming in and out, and we got another man in the booth, the third man. coming us from all the way from Cali.
Yes, yes.
Chris J.
I'm here with Gray and Joe. It doesn't get any better. This is the dream team of club boxing broadcasting. The people demanded this lineup. We're giving it to them today, and I'm here for the action, guys. This is, I think, going to be one of the most exciting minutes of the entire show.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, cruiserweights with the immortal Jesus Cintron, who will give you the best minute of your life in that ring. I'm telling you.
He's going to go out for 60 seconds. You're going to see Jesus trying to take Mr. James Perkins' head off, the pit bull. Perkins 3-0-1, 2 knockouts, 28 years old. From Lynn, Massachusetts. Just fought a few weeks ago down in Mexico and picked up a decision win there. And he's taking on a veteran of 20 professional fights, Jesus Javier Cintron, turned pro in 2011. His 5th time in a Boston Boxing Promotions ring. We've seen him here before a few times. We've watched our streams. Fought TKO 2 loss to David Tubbs and lost to Stephen Langlis as well. But very entertaining, very exciting fighter. And Chris J, we know that you are somebody that has been in the ring quite a bit. One time, undefeated. But I was gonna say quite a bit. I'm like, no, one fight, and you had your first and last fight in this ring.
Yes.
So it's a small ring. It can get kind of crazy in there.
It is a small ring, and if a guy like Jesus Cintron has any chance of winning a fight, it's in that ring. Because if you are watching him for the first time, viewers, I'm so excited for what you were about to experience, because he openly admits, I have one round, and I'm going to go crazy for one round. I've already spoken to him today, and he has extra inspiration tonight, guys, because his missus told him that if he pulls off a win, Gray, she's going to promise a romantic evening. So he said he is extra
Ladies and gentlemen, for
supercharged.
this next bout, we go to the light heavyweight division. This fight scheduled for 4 rounds. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner. Wearing blue trunks with the Puerto Rican flag trim, from Springfield, Massachusetts, Jesus Cintron. And his opponent standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, sporting solid black trunks. Coming to us from Lynn, Massachusetts, with an impressive record of 3 wins, 0 defeats, and 1 draw, James Perkins.
James Perkins trained
4
there
rounds,
by
light heavyweights.
Joe Riccardi, working and sparring with Greg Vendetti. Works in Advocate Healthcare in East Boston. So he definitely has been. He's been training in Everett at the Broadway Boxing Club as well. So a guy that's definitely, Perkins has been working with really good boxing people.
He's in incredible shape for this fight.
Yeah.
He's taking it very seriously. He's coming off just a very recent win down in Mexico.
Absolutely.
But he's about to weather a crazy storm.
It's going to be a rough 60 seconds. Let's see what
Perkins
like you said,
solid.
Jesus is a 60. He's got 60 seconds in him. Let's see what happens.
Jesus will fight anybody.
And there Jesus goes.
Got him
we
against
go.
the ropes right from the go.
Rushing in like a bull.
Oh,
And
nice
Perkins,
right by Perkins.
nice, timing it nicely. But I think
He's
for
catching him
Perkins,
with that jab too.
that soft frame in the middle has definitely got to be a target for Perkins.
Nice right by Perkins.
And Perkins
followed by
rocked
left.
him.
Oh, and already Jesus is down.
Jesus is down. Are they going to count that as a knockdown, or is it going to be
No,
more
I
of a
don't
slip?
believe so. Slip.
Perkins is clearly ready for the attack. He knew what
Yeah.
he was in for, and he's handling it well.
I think Jesus is, like I said, I think this
Beautiful
is
jab from Jesus.
the first 60 seconds.
That's what he's got to do. He's got to try to beat Perkins to that jab. But he's got to follow up with it too.
Yeah. Wide shots from Jesus.
For what it's worth, though, that one jab that Jesus landed looks like it read it up there, Perkins' face a little bit.
There's a lot of weight behind that.
Yeah.
Perkins did a nice job of landing in between those.
Perkins looks in exceptional shape, though.
He
What
really
a
does.
physique.
They look solid.
But at that Broadway boxing gym, when you're dealing with a trainer like Joe Riccardi, he gets his guys ready.
Oh, yeah,
He-
absolutely.
He stands for
Nice
nothing less.
uppercut by Perkins.
Oh,
working the body.
Jesus
Jesus
is backing
feeling
up.
it.
Oh, and down goes Jesus.
Down goes Cintron.
Be interesting to see if the ref will let this go on.
And they're going to
that's
stop
Oh,
it.
wow.
Good call. Yeah, I mean, I think Jesus felt the power right away, and
That's a strong guy.
didn't even have the. And I mean, we've seen Jesus at least give a good effort
Yeah,
and
yeah.
try for a couple rounds, but he got caught really early, and that was it.
That was it. He felt the power early, and he respected it. And the power was just off the jab.
It's going to be exciting to see where James goes next in terms of what type of competition he decides to step up with, because I think he's at a place where I'm interested to see him in a solid 4-round fight, much like his debut, which was a draw, oddly enough.
And he's going to be in better, in July, he's going to be in there with better competition, of course. So we'll see him certainly have to step things up, I'm sure.
And I know you guys have been talking a lot about the exciting July shows coming, but Boston Boxing coming back with fans. 3 back-to-back weekends, packed cards, quality matchups. I still think that the New England area is currently the best club boxing scene in the United States.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to Pete for time of stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute and 34 seconds into round number 1. Referee Jackie Morrell calls a halt to this contest. Your winner by first round TKO, James Perkins.
And before we get to our next fight, congratulations first to James Perkins. Let's do a quick sponsor read. We want to thank everybody, of course, that is help sponsoring these fighters, making this show happen. We got Allied Computer Brokers, Core Fitness, Peters Electronic Contracting, Inc., the Haverhill Beef Club Co. I would go to Haverhill Beef Co. to get my cuts. Looks like Sweat and Soul, Commonwealth CM, Bradford Orthodontics, raising the bar in quality orthodontic care, and Carter's Ice Cream as well. And then we also want to thank American Canvas, a family-owned and operated quality craftsmanship leading supplier in the tarping industry, Merrimack Spool and Reel, and Kenzoa Chiropractic offices. Thank you, everybody, for... we can't do these shows without sponsors.
Yeah.
I mean, this is how Danny can get here, and Rudy and all those guys from your gym are able to fight. It's because of sponsors.
And sponsors like that and businesses like that are keeping the club scene alive during the pandemic. And this whole Southpaw experience has been incredible. What Peter and Nick have been able to do with Boston Boxing Promotions to find a venue like Southpaw, which has been so gracious to open up their doors to continue to allow fighters to be active at a period where literally no one was working on a low-level boxing situation.
Yeah, the sponsors have really been the unsung heroes of this past year.
And a special 100%. Shout out to Southpaw providing the venue. I mean, without them, this couldn't have been happening. But it's been amazing. It's been a great run in the midst of some real tragedy in terms of the pandemic.
Absolutely.
We've been able to keep the boxing scene up here lively, keep guys active, and this summer's just going to be phenomenal when Boston Boxing returns to the world-famous Castleton for 3 back-to-back weekend
Let's
shows.
talk about it. So they're calling it the Great American Boxing Bash. They're going to be doing 3 straight nights at the Castleton in Windham, New Hampshire, July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th, all at the Castleton Banquet and Conference Center. For a limited time, you can save $10 when you buy tickets to all 3 events, all 3 weekends and online.
There it is.
Look at that logo.
After this fight, they want to do the redo just this.
And gentlemen, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are going to be announcing the first main event from the first card later on this broadcast.
Yes,
is that right?
Absolutely. Once some certain fighters have fought and hopefully are successful tonight, we will get into some main events for sure. But yeah, absolutely. We're going to see a lot of your favorites that are on these shows tonight will be in action. And, when we have fans back, they're going to be in some tough fights, man. We've already seen what this July 23rd show is looking like, and it's a banger.
The Boxing Showcase series that Boston Boxing invented, which we are currently speaking at the 4th and final one, was to sort of keep the guys active in preparation for all of them taking big steps up, which they will be doing, of course, this summer on July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th. These are going to be really exciting shows. And the main event for the first one, there's going to be national buzz on that. There's no doubt. When you guys announce it, I think the fans will know that it's a heck of a main event.
And it's a fight that deserves fans.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be, we're going to, some of these New England prospects, they got to start fighting each other, and we're going to see the cream rise to the top.
And gentlemen, you're Castleton veterans. It's a special venue, right?
It is a special venue. When that place gets packed, the crowd's real. They come, they're live.
It has a feeling of the Blue Horizon, and I know that is sacrilegious to certain Philadelphia boxing communities, but there's that element of fans.
It's right
fans
on board
that care.
with the Blue Horizon.
Yeah,
right.
Affordable tickets, great environments. The fighters always turn up.
If you're in New England, you live here, go to a show and experience it. It's rowdy. It's fun. yeah, it's going to be 3 straight weekends. I mean, like I said, a lot of people want to fight right now, and there's not a lot of places to do so. So that's why we can do 3 straight weekends at this.
And I think all 3 of them are going to be sold out.
Absolutely.
That's not hype. I mean,
Get your
people are
tickets.
going to be in the house.
People want to go see live combat sports.
Are you
going to
do all 3, Greg? Are you going to bang out all 3?
I will be doing 2. I don't know if my wife will allow me to do 3 straight weekends. Shout out to you, Jessica, if you are watching still. I love you, honey. But please let me do 3 straight weekends in New Hampshire.
Well, guys,
Fridays.
we got to talk about this next one because one of the key faces and names in the Boston boxing community and the New England community is Harry Gigliotti.
The Hitman, fresh off of an appearance on the Canelo versus Avni Yildirim undercard in Miami Dolphins Stadium.
And it was a great performance from Harry. He went all 4 rounds against a lot of odds against a young prospect.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing black trunks with gold trim, from nearby Woburn, Massachusetts. Welcome back, Jader Alves de Oliveira. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, boxing out of the red corner to my left, sporting white trunks with green and red trim. An impressive record of 6 wins, 2 defeats, 3 big wins by way of KO. From Haverhill, Massachusetts, Harry the Hitman Gigliotti. 4 rounds, welterweights.
Gigliotti looking to get back in the win column here. He was riding a 5-fight win streak prior to that last one against Aaron Aponte.
And what's interesting about this, Joe, is Jader, although his record doesn't look like it, he does rounds. He really does come to fight. He can be very awkward. He can make it very difficult for fighters. So this isn't a walk in the park for Harry's first fight coming back. It's going to be a really interesting competition.
He's going to make Harry work. That's what he does.
Yet at the same time, Harry's confidence level is so high, having been in there with a prospect like Aponte. It'll be interesting to see if he brings that into the ring.
Yeah, Harry's a true pro. He's going to come out and he'll try to do his thing.
Yeah, Harry the Hitman, 6-2 from Haverhill, Massachusetts, 8th time in a Boston Boxing Promotions gym, a ring, and he's just trying to get back on track after a loss on the Canelo undercard. But yeah, like you said, took on a very highly regarded Aaron Aponte, went 4 rounds, good learning experience for him.
But definitely established him. I mean, he's one of the stars of the Castleton shows. I mean, he is an absolute name around here. Fans are very excited to see him back. And he will be on one of those cards.
Harry always does a good job with that jab.
And Jader Alves Oliveira, we've seen him many times. A very fun B-side opponent, but he is a very crafty guy for sure. Unorthodox.
Yeah, unorthodox is the way to do it. And he's always smiling. I love that.
He's fearless.
Yeah.
Oh, he's totally fearless, and you think you're like, man, what? He holds his hands weird. He kind of throws punches from weird angles, but sometimes I just see him crack guys from absolutely out of nowhere.
And you're watching him throughout the fight, and you're almost waiting for him to go, and he doesn't. He's still there doing the same awkward, unorthodox stuff. But with him keeping that left hand down as extreme as he does, that's kind of Harry's bread and butter. Harry's got that great jab, and he should just continue to just work that right over the top.
Yeah, he looks good early. He's picking his shots nice.
For Harry, it's just all about not letting this Jader's style get to him, and just stay focused in there.
Nice shot by Harry.
Beautiful. Just working that jab right down the middle, right over that left hand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if you can just send that straight right, add that to the repertoire. Even just a classic 1-2 is probably the best thing you can do against a guy like Jader.
Of course.
In the past, though, Harry is temperamental, and he's a bit of an emotional fighter. He really wears his heart on his sleeve, which is what people like about him, which makes him a fan favorite.
100%.
But he has been...
Nice body
Nice shot there.
Oh, that's beautiful bike digging down to the body. But a guy like Jader is the type of guy that could get in Harry's head and make this interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes Harry's if there's a weakness on him, he sometimes gets a little angry, loses composure in there.
Jader's taking some big shots.
And see, Jader pulls his head back. He knows the little things you do to take a little bit off those punches and stay in there.
But right now it's just target practice for Harry.
Yeah,
Jader's
absolutely.
got to come up with a different game plan.
And
he's got to keep moving.
Yeah.
I think Jader just acknowledged, did a little commentary on his own fight. That was a good shot, he said. Harry's going to the body really nice, so I think he's taking some of the wind out of Jader.
100%.
Yeah, he's mixing it up real well.
All right, end of the first round coming up here.
But it'll be good to see a second round, gentlemen.
God, Jader's tough. He ate some shots.
Yes.
On that one.
I feel like we haven't seen a second round in a while.
Yeah.
So it's good.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since we had a second round. If you don't know, Chris, also a musician.
Yes. I find myself attracted to all things that require poverty and sadness, like music and boxing.
One of the few men who could say they've been on the Warped Tour and the boxing ring.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And that and $2.50 will get you a cup of coffee.
Love it.
Hey, you gotta love Harry's coach too.
Yes.
You know what a character. He's a throwback to the old days of boxing. Sure. You know,
100%.
Harry, it's going to be very interesting to see the next moves for Harry coming up. You know.
This is bout number 9 of our 15-fight card.
Yes, we have coming up next Matt Doherty in action, Nick Molina, Chris Jacobs, Brandon Higgins, Rico De Paolis, Travis Gambardella.
Yeah, a lot of prospects. And that Travis Gambardella fight's going to be really interesting, I sense.
Yes.
In many ways, our main event tonight.
100%.
Nice to see the return of Travis against a very solid opponent. You know?
Yeah, a guy I know you've shared, I'm sure, been in the ring with or in the gym with.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very familiar with.
Yeah.
I know he's out of Revere, but he's fought a lot in California.
Yeah, he's almost a 2-year layoff, returning tonight in our main event.
There you go.
And taking on a very durable veteran in Antonio.
Yes.
Chavez.
Absolutely.
He comes to fight.
He's fought everyone. He's got 50-plus fights.
Yeah. He's the lethal Larry of New England.
What's nobody's fight going on? Right, yes. What's nobody's fight?
Meanwhile, Harry just doing what he's doing, just popping the jab in.
Controlling the pace. Slowly dissecting here, Oliveira.
He really does have a great jab, though. I mean, that's Harry's bread and butter. You know, when he can control you on the end of that.
Nice shots there by Jader!
I think he hurt Harry there.
Harry coming firing right back. But that's what Jader does.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
That's what Jader does.
Yeah, he just staggered Harry. Harry fought right back, though.
He did. But Jader, if you're not paying attention and you got your hands down and you're asleep, Jader can hurt you.
It's the shots you don't see coming, and I don't think he saw that. I don't think any of us did.
Yeah, he can lull you into that.
But he bounced back nice.
Wow, Jader.
But that's also that emotional Harry. Instead of taking a second to calm himself, he just had to fire right back. And if Jader had a little more firepower, that's a dangerous thing to do when you're not all about your sorts.
But I tell you, I think if anything, it kind of woke Harry up a little bit.
Hey, I want to shout out to everybody in the live chat, too. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out these wonderful YouTube broadcasts that are brought to you by Free. A lot of friends and fans that have been watching all 4 of these broadcasts.
A lot of opinions.
Yeah, a lot of opinions.
No, we appreciate everybody just hanging out and chatting with us and watching the fights. So thank you.
Up on the jab there, Gigliotti.
Harry,
nice
Jader,
overhand left by Jader.
You know,
he's tough to put away, man.
Jader might take 10 punches, but when he does land one, man, it can definitely change things.
Oliveira's a guy who deserves a crowd.
Yeah.
You know, he's a crowd pleaser.
Yeah, Jader's a performer.
Yeah. And so is Harry. This becomes a very fun fight with an audience, and the energy of an audience. You know, it's already a fun fight.
Harry's so game. He's such a competitor.
100%. Been a fun fight, guys.
Yeah, rip into the body.
Yeah, this has been a good one.
Those body shots are starting to get to Oliveira a bit. Slow down.
So, Chris, you fought in this very gym.
Yes.
In this very ring, I should say.
Yes.
Let's kind of talk about that experience. Like, what is it like being in a 16, 17-foot ring during a pandemic?
I mean, it's clearly a puncher's ring, obviously.
Right.
You know, and it's very difficult. I mean, I myself, in my limited ability, I'm an awkward left-handed old mover, so it was exactly not the place I wanted to be in, but it was the opportunity for me to turn professional, so I took it. But this is a fitness gym, if anybody's asking. It's a boxing gym, but it is not a ring, even in terms of the stability of the ring. Yeah. It's very loose. loose. There's people constantly in there doing mitts every day. So it's an awkward ring. And for a guy like Harry to kind of maintain the control that he does in a small environment like that,
absolutely,
it's not easy. You know, a lot of guys are forced to fight hard here, which is honestly why you do see a lot of first-round knockouts at some of the Southpaw shows. It's not necessarily the competition level. It's just the fact that guys aren't used to being overwhelmed in such a small setting.
Right, it's the environment.
Is it hot? Someone asked, is it hot in there? I'd say not really.
It's actually a little cool.
Yeah, it's not that hot today, so it's not that hot inside. I think is what I would say.
It's a terrible Nelly joke, and I won't do it.
It's getting hot.
I refuse.
I
refuse. Mara Ronaldo would be all over it 10 times over. I won't do it.
Call it Nelly, because it's getting hot in here.
For the love of Tim Boxeo, I will keep this broadcast authentic.
How do we not shout out Tim Boxeo, by the way? Tim Boxeo is the man.
Oh, another
nice
shot. Overhand right.
Yeah, we want to thank Tim Boxeo, of course.
For everything he does.
Everything he does. I know he is out there watching this. Tim, you're the man. Thank you for everything you do on Twitter.
Yeah. And loving the new podcast that discusses a lot of club boxing around the world.
Yeah,
If you're a fan of regional boxing and up-and-coming prospects, definitely check out Tim Boxeo's
Tim
podcast.
Boxeo is the guy.
This is really Gigliotti's jab versus Oliveira's overhand right.
And Jader needs to throw more of them if he wants to win rounds.
Yeah, but he's still occasionally landing an overhand right that's getting Harry's attention. And he's actually throwing both. He's been throwing an overhand left and an overhand right.
Yes.
He's just bouncing that jab.
Man, that Jader is just an adorable guy, huh?
So coming up next, by the way, is Matt Doherty taking on Paolo de Souza. And then Nick Molina against Bruno Diaz. So big names coming up. Some fun fights. Shout out to Marquise Johns. I see him as well from Big Fight Weekend. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, Harry's back to just kind of dictating the pace of this fight now. We're back in control. Not that he lost control, but he did eat a nice right by Oliveira.
What is Harry doing?
I think it was a low blow.
Well, the ref didn't stop it. If the ref wasn't there, why would he stop fighting?
I've absolutely.
So I think the referee he's DQing Jader.
Was it a low blow and he kept fighting? Because I didn't see the ref stop him after the low blow.
So I heard maybe he yelled break and Jader kept going.
I didn't see or hear break.
The ref has to get in there.
Yeah, exactly is Leo needed to get in there and he didn't get in there.
I think it was a low blow and Harry thought the ref was going to intervene.
And then Jader kept teeing off on him.
I'm not sure what I know it's a DQ, but I'm not sure that's really a fair DQ at all. I don't think so.
I agree with you. I think if the ref's not intervening,
you got to give him you got to get in there. And Jader probably didn't know.
I don't think Jader knew that it was a low blow. I don't think he was trying to take cheap shots. I think he thought he heard him.
I thought he heard him. And then Harry put his hands down, I think assuming the referee's going to jump in and protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, that's true. But
that's unfortunate for Oliveira.
I'm not. I think Jader has a right to be not pleased in there right now. He is total. Anything he said, his grievances. I agree.
He was not trying to take cheap shots there. I don't think he realized that.
I don't think he realized that the referee maybe had called time or break or what. I totally understand.
Clearly, Harry was hit low the way he reacted.
Harry was hit low, 100%. That was a low blow. But Leo has to come in and warn him or get in between them, and he didn't.
There has to be some type of physical separation there.
Absolutely.
No, I'm kind of bad. That.
And we've seen what happens when there isn't physical separation. You saw what
I don't like that call at all.
Floyd Mayweather and Victor
Ortiz.
Yeah, I mean this.
You see what happens when it doesn't make it very clear what's occurring in the ring. I mean,
Harry Gigliotti isn't the referee. He all went to stop the fight.
You may think he is.
Break, yeah.
The referee needs to get in there and take charge.
Harry was cruising to a decision victory. I think Harry looked really good.
He looked sharp.
But you don't want to see the fight end like that. Right. You know, Jader was giving it hell. He was trying, but Harry did look good. In all honesty,
he looked great.
He looked good, but that's not the ending he wanted.
No,
and that's not the end that the fans want.
It's not Harry's fault. Harry expected
the end comes at 1 minute and 51 seconds of round number 3. Your winner via disqualification, Harry the Hitman Gigliotti.
There he goes.
Yeah, you want to talk for? You want to talk?
Yeah. Gray and Joe, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me. We'll see you guys in July at the big cards. Thanks everybody for watching.
Okay.
The undefeated.
Thank you, Chris J. Yes, but another win here for Harry Gigliotti, keeping things moving.
Wow, what an unfortunate ending. You know, to reiterate what Chris J was just saying, he was clearly on his way to cruising to a win there, Gigliotti, but that's not how you want to see any fight end.
So we're just gonna have real quick. We're just going to have real quick a guy that's Drew Nolan, who's supposed to fight on today's show. Unfortunately, fight fell apart earlier this afternoon. So I know, Drew, I know you drove a really long way to be here. So just wanted to let you talk and tell people what's up. And I know we'll have you back at some other time. But, yeah, it's unfortunate that it had to happen.
All right, so for any of you guys that don't know me, I'm Drew Nolan. I'm the owner and operator of Ground and Pound Promotions. I also fight myself. I have an extensive fight career. I have over 40 fights in MMA, kickboxing, grappling. This was actually my first venture to go over in boxing. I was very excited for it. I started out my camp at about 235. I weighed in at 207. This was a big boy. Listen, I went in, I want to drop bombs, man. That's what I'm here for. I drove 7 hours from New York, man. I picked up my corner, Scotty Bombs. We were here to do some work. And the guy shows up. We're at weigh-ins. He had beautiful eyes then, you know, and now all of a sudden his eyes aren't beautiful anymore. He says he's got pink eye or, you know, I don't know, or something like that. He's sick. Listen, again, I'm a promoter. I'm sensitive to the fact that the accidents happen, last minute drops. But a doctor cleared you yesterday. Where are you today? Where are you today, Aaron? Listen, I don't need a penis swing. I don't need to go crazy, man. But where are you today? Where are you?
Well, here's the good news. We got 3 cards coming up later this summer, July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th at the Castleton in Windham, New Hampshire. And I think there might be some space for Drew Nolan on one of those shows. We'd like to see you get in the ring.
No one wants to experience
Yeah, you
that.
drove 7 hours to be here, so I'm sure you're frustrated, but we'd love to have you in action, I think, at some point.
Plus the time, the training he put in.
Yeah, you put time and money into this, so I get it. I get your frustration.
I did, absolutely, you know, and I brought my good friend, other professional boxer, Scotty Bombs here. I think I'm just going to have to, like, go on the outside here and let Scotty punch me in the face a little bit so I can feel like I did something.
Scotty Bombs, Scott Lambert, last time he was in this ring, he landed a huge shot. It was the knockout of the month. So, no joke.
So Scotty's actually a veteran on my show. And when you guys said he was an MMA guy, I thought it was funny because he's actually a boxing guy that came over to my MMA show. He's actually only had two MMA fights. And I was watching you guys live, like, going on this. But you guys gave him a hell of a report. And Scotty always comes out. Scotty always throws bombs.
Well, Drew, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you getting, say your piece. Thanks for coming up here. Sorry you didn't get the fight, but we're glad to get you in here. And I hope you're on one of these shows this summer, man. We'd love to see it.
I appreciate you guys having me. Hey,
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Take
bro.
it easy, man. Drew Nolan.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunately these things happen, but we're glad that Drew is going to hopefully be able to come back in the future. So let's get to our next fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right. Coming to us all the way from São Paulo, Brazil, Paolo de Souza. And his opponent standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, sporting black trunks. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mantis, Matt Doherty.
All right.
4 rounds, welterweight.
The Mantis, Matt Doherty, 8-1, looking to get over that 500 mark against the veteran Paolo de Souza. Paulo's definitely a guy comes in at the last minute if opponent falls out. He's had 19 pro bouts. Matt Doherty, he's been in MMA, I believe, kickboxing, Muay Thai. This guy does it all. He's a tough customer.
He's a combat vet and
absolutely tough
so
customer.
Paulo. This is a good fight.
This
is a good even match fight.
Yeah, Matt Doherty is a guy. I've seen him a lot. He's a guy you bring in to test a prospect, see how good he is. Because Matt Doherty is going to beat a lot of fighters. But when you want to know if your guy's legit, you're going to put him in the ring with Matt Doherty. For sure. He gave Rudy Ochoa in this very ring a very hard fight last year in August.
Just as tough in game as anyone.
Absolutely.
Paulo's still looking for that first win, though, man.
Paolo looking for that first win. A little soft in the middle, so I think Matt might want to try and go for the body shots.
He did right there, yeah.
But yeah, again, just a last-minute replacement. Unfortunately, had a few fighters fall out, and the Paolo de Souzas of the world help keep things moving.
Yeah.
And they don't. If they could fill in, it means a guy doesn't waste a camp.
Exactly.
So, we are, this is how boxing works sometimes. You get guys coming in last second.
It's the Wild West.
It's the Wild West. New Hampshire is the Wild West here.
Nice shot put to the body there by Doherty.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't it.
So, yeah, Matt Doherty.
He wobbled him
big
there.
shot upstairs. You can tell Matt's been looking crisp here, training in the gym. And
he smells blood. He's got to.
Yeah, he's got to hurt Paulo de Souza in front of him.
He's got to create some space. Oh, nice uppercut.
And I'm sure we're going to be seeing Matt Doherty again. If he gets by Paulo de Souza, assuming we'll see him again in one of these 3 shows coming up this summer at the Castleton Banquet Conference Center, July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th, BostonBoxingPromotions.com/tickets. You can see more of this great action. And a lot of these guys are going to be stepping up their competition when we got fans back. So we appreciate you guys coming in, though, for today's fights this afternoon, live and free on YouTube. Gray Johnson, joined by Joe Rotunda. It's been a good one so far. Like a little. A little. Like a little bit.
Probably get more if you sold tickets, right? But you can't because of the COVID.
Doherty.
I'm surprised I can pay the fighters.
Yeah. Sure. So Doherty, I'll say this. I think Souza got rocked a little bit early.
Yeah.
Oh, he got caught there again.
Doherty's doing good work. He's got him in the corner. He keeps sneaking that uppercut in, too, Doherty.
And there's Paolo. Paolo trying to get back a little bit.
Yeah, he's fighting. He's still in this thing. He's been rocked a couple times, but...
Yeah. So I feel like Matt is just taking his time in there, wants to get comfortable in the ring.
Nice, right. Snuck that right hand.
I feel like he can probably put de Souza away whenever he wants. It's just, he wants to get a little action in there. And that's the end of the first round. We haven't seen the end of the first round a lot on this card, but we do see it in this fight.
Yeah, this is an important fight for both guys, but for Doherty too. Get above 500 in his pro record.
Yeah, Matt.
Pick up another win, raise his stock a little bit.
Yeah, Matt's no BS in that ring, man. He is gritty. He gave Rudy Ochoa a very, very tough fight, and Rudy got headbutts. There was cuts. Matt Doherty will definitely grind with you in that ring.
Yeah, he's really an old school fighter.
Absolutely,
Doherty. He'll fight anyone. He's always in shape. Always brings it.
Yeah, 100%. So second round of 4 coming up. We see Sean Farley in that corner of Matt Doherty. Also will be cornering Brandon Higgins a little bit later today.
Round 2 coming up.
Round
I
2
want to see
coming up.
Paulo change it up a bit. I'd like to see him kind of be first.
Yes.
Throw the jab, let something behind it. But Doherty's just walking him down.
Yeah,
he's like a bull.
Yeah.
He's got to keep flipping that jab.
Yep. Yeah. Apologies.
All right, there you go.
There you go. He's giving some effort in there.
He's got to be first. Nice shot to the body by Paulo. Paulo's unloading. Doherty takes it well, though.
Yep.
Now Doherty's turn coming back.
Oh, big shots there by Doherty, though.
Crushing right by Doherty.
Yep. So, yeah, we have a few more fights coming up this afternoon. Nick Molina up next against Bruno Diaz. We're going to see Chris Jacobs against Robert Bricks, who's right next to me, warming up on the pads. We got Brandon Higgins, Rico De Paolis, and Travis Gambardella.
And the always game, Antonio Chavez Fernandez.
Oh, can't wait for Antonio Chavez Fernandez. Man with many, many fights.
He's fought everybody.
But he's fought everybody known to man.
Paulo's not going out easy.
No, I'll say that about Paolo. You can look at his, you can look at him and look at his record, but the guy at least he's crafty. He's not.
Yeah. I think he was effective when he's throwing combinations and beating Doherty to the punch.
Well, a bit of a wide uppercut there, though, from Paolo. So that's where Doherty.
He doesn't want to be throwing punches off the ropes.
No, he does not. He needs some distance. Doherty is stronger. He's got to throw him up against those ropes. He's got to pound him to the body, and no one enjoys that. If you have Matt Doherty hitting you in the corner, you're gonna have a bad time.
Nice body shot there by Doherty. Doherty. Nice shots by Doherty. I think Paulo's getting a little tired. If Doherty can turn it up a notch, he might be able to get him out of here. Nice right by Doherty. Back in the corner.
End of 2.
All right, heading to round 3.
Getting into round number 3. So yeah, I mean, credit to Souza. He's hanging in there. Doherty getting some work in. Gotta love it. Still looking forward to that Canelo fight tonight, huh? And we got a great fight coming up this evening. Canelo against Billy Joe Saunders. And these fights, we appreciate you all hanging in with us.
There's a part of me leaning Billy Joe. And there's a part of me saying, don't say that out loud.
Wow. I don't know, man. I just think this is a routine. It's going to be a routine fight for Canelo. I really do. And Billy's doing most of his work in the press conference. And maybe I'll be wrong. But
I hope we see a in-shape, serious Billy Joe.
Absolutely.
There we go. Round 3 underway. Let's see if Doherty can get him out of there. Or Paolo can weather the storm and maybe flip the script here.
Round 3 of 4.
Back in the clinch. These guys have spent a lot of time
Souza getting pummeled in the head a bit.
Nice left. Just rocking that head back.
Yes. And Doherty just, he's taking his time in there.
Yeah, I think he feels he's in control of this fight.
Yeah.
There's really no need to rush.
Doesn't have a guy in there that, I don't think the Souza's really done anything to give him trouble.
Preserve your energy. Keep winning these rounds. Get out of here with a well-deserved win. Nice shot to the body.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, Paolo doesn't want to be against the ropes or in a corner.
No, he does not.
I think he'll have better luck. Try to do your best to keep this thing in the center of the ring.
I think for Paolo, it's a moral victory to go 4 rounds with a guy like Matt Doherty.
Sure.
And I think Matt's doing a little bit more of an effort this round to try and maybe get things going. But to go 4 rounds with Matt Doherty, it's not a bad.
Ooh, Doherty
came
in strong.
Came in strong though. Are they gonna call? Yeah, they're gonna call that a knockdown. I see his nose bleeding a bit too.
He landed a nice flush right. He saw an opening and he burst in there.
And that's waved off, and I think that's the right call, honestly.
Yeah, I do. Doherty.
But Doherty was gonna just hit him more.
He was breaking him down. There wasn't much offense on Paulo's side.
Absolutely. All right. We are at the end of the 10th fight of the evening, I believe. So we are rolling.
Good performance, well deserved by Doherty.
Doherty did very well there.
Next up,
Nick Molina
and Robert Bricks. Oh no, my apologies. Bruno Diaz.
The Brickster.
Molina.
Yes. Bruno Diaz against Nick Molina. So a good win there for Matt Doherty. So we just need to get an official time of stoppage from Pete Zimbor for this fight. They're going to get Doherty back in the ring here.
Doherty's happy, and he should be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is routine work. This is routine work for him.
Did everything right.
Yeah.
The end comes at 1 minute and 43 seconds of round 3. Your winner, Matt Doherty.
Congrats to Matt Doherty. 9-8-1. Picking up the win. So next up, guys, we're looking at Nick Molina looking to go to 3-0. We're taking on Bruno Diaz, but we got some sponsors that Nick Molina wanted to shout out. So, Pete, you want to read those off for us?
There's a lot of people online. There's a lot of people watching it.
I think I'll just make a few comments. Mass Statewide Painting. Manny Farley, the trainer of Nick Molina, owns that. Nick Molina works for Mass Statewide Painting. You guys can go through the rest. I just think that's a fun fact.
No problem. We want to thank Drake at Car Wash, Corley, Coco Early Associates as well, Bartolo's Boxing Club, and Simply Keely Etsy Shop. And before this fight happens, Nick Molina wanted to dedicate this bout to his friend of his named Gabriel, and wishing him the best of luck and get well soon. I know Nick Molina has got a lot of fans, a lot of sponsors, and always a pleasure to have him in the ring. And he's looking to get to 3-0. And let me tell you, this guy's had 2 tough fights back-to-back, Nick Molina. He took on Bernard Davis in his pro debut, a guy who had extensive amateur career, who was also making his pro debut. And Nick also was in the ring with Justin Morales, a very crafty guy who also had a bunch of amateur bouts and was also turning pro. And then tonight he takes on Bruno Diaz, who has 11 pro bouts, 19-13 in MMA, though. Pretty decent MMA guy, Joe.
Yeah.
So, good.
No, this is a good fight.
This will be a good test.
This is a good fight on paper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Diaz is 34 years old, born in Brazil, fighting out of Woburn, Massachusetts.
Yes, sir. Woburn, Mass. Again, we want to thank our crew, keeping things tidy, keeping things going. We got a great stream and great sound because these guys are working hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing black trunks. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruno Diaz.
Ouch.
And his opponent standing across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, sporting solid black trunks. From nearby Lowell, Massachusetts, and a record of 2 wins, 0 defeats. St. Nick Molina. 4 rounds,
Molina.
junior welterweights.
The popular Nick Molina and Bruno Jacare Diaz.
Nick Molina, 2020 Golden Gloves, New England Golden Gloves finalist, trained by Manny Farley.
This is a good fight.
Bruno Diaz, you can say he is the only man on this card who has appeared on The Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Brazil, season 2.
Maybe that was Chael Sohn and Wanderlei Silva's coaches.
I don't remember. I'm not sure exactly, but
I feel defeated. I usually know my MMA.
Yeah. Here we go. First of 4.
All right, nice counter right there by Diaz.
Absolutely.
Nice doubling up there on the jab to the hook from Molina.
Nice 1-2 there by Molina.
Fast hands on Molina.
Yo, when I was fighting, did you guys compliment me too?
Yeah.
I did some nice shit, right? That body shot was got me though. But I know when I go back to the gym, I'm just gonna work my body core.
So Molina taking his time here. I think he's measuring Diaz.
They were slugging it out there for a minute. Kind of feel out process now. I think they both have each other's respect.
Yep.
Well, they can watch the fights like I need to like tomorrow too, right? Maybe 7 fights or is it the whole?
All of them.
Peter's dead. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of a quiet start here. Not much to say. See Molina flicking the jab out patiently.
Diaz is trying to time that speed. I think Molina's speed is pretty deceiving. He's got quick hands.
Does. That's one thing you can say about Nick Molina.
Yeah,
fast hands, good fundamentals.
Real explosive.
Yes.
Diaz is going to have to figure out the timing here if he wants to catch him.
Oh, and that's what that's what you said. You got to time it.
Nice.
And Molina timed his shot in between Diaz's wide shots. I don't know if Diaz is really that excited to try and continue here. Let's see.
He got caught clean. That was a tough shot.
I don't know. He does not look. He did not look excited to continue. That's just Nick Molina catching him clean.
That's that explosive power we were talking about.
And I think he after going the distance in his first 2 fights, he really wanted a knockout, and he delivered tonight.
And I think what he did, he flickred that jab in front as kind of the disguise in front of Diaz, and snuck that overhand right behind it. So quick, you couldn't even see it.
And we're definitely going to see Nick Molina back in action again, July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th. They're going to be fans at the Castleton Banquet and Conference Center. Nick Molina will certainly be on one of those shows for the Great American Boxing Bash. BostonBoxingPromotions.com/tickets. Again, this is what the show is.
It's going to be a fun summer.
It's to keep these kids active for bigger and tougher fights this summer. Nick Molina getting the job done. And I'm sure he's going to be in there with some tough competition coming up. But again, that's what Bruno Diaz does. Tests you, keeps you active. And Nick was able to land the big punch.
Wow, Molina could be a problem, man.
I agree with you. I see a lot of skill with Nick Molina. I'm very impressed with him.
That speed, that power, the explosiveness, his willingness to engage.
Finally saw some of that power I think he really wanted to show in his last 2 fights. And Pete Zimbor with the time of stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 13 seconds of round number 1. Your winner via KO, Nick Molina.
Do you want me to get up for this one? No.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we're good. Yep. So we're going to bring in another guest, but before we bring in our guest, we just want to remind you the Great American Boxing Bash, July 21st, July 30th, August 6th. 3 big nights of pro boxing action. Castleton Banquet and Conference Center, Windham, New Hampshire. Tickets are on sale. Boxing NH. That's the easier URL. We'll use that one. BoxingNH.com. Get your tickets for limited time. You save $10 if you buy tickets to all 3 events online. You save $10 3 Fridays in a row in New Hampshire. I'm sure you want to watch boxing live, and these guys are going to be stepping up in tough fights, so we can't wait. And let's do a quick sponsor read as well. We want to thank the team at Vibe Nutrition and Fitness, KO Gym, Stumpy's Baby, Artistic Dance Studio, and K&S Painting, as well as some of our other sponsors as well. Fiesta Mexican Restaurant, Wicked Good Barbershop, Vanity Lab Media, Classic Pizza. There's a lot of logos there. We want to thank everybody that has, again, just helped us out. We appreciate it. We love our sponsors, and thanks for allowing us to have these fights at the Southpaw Boxing and Fitness. So we're joined by a man that won earlier today, Danny Robles. What's up, man?
What's up, fellas?
You look strong, man. You look strong in there.
Hey, thanks, brother. Thanks.
So how you feeling after that 4-round win today over very experienced Michael Gaxiola?
Oh, feel good. Just getting more experience in the ring. I showed I could crack already, so I'm trying to show that we could box as well.
Yeah, you're kind of known. You went viral with that first-round knockout,
right.
And I think your last 2 fights, you definitely had to go rounds, but I'm sure it's been a good learning experience for you.
For sure. You know that the lack of amateur experience, every round's good.
So let's get to the introduction for our next bout that you'll be calling alongside of us, Chris Jacobs and Robert Bricks.
Yeah, Bricks is a tough guy.
It's tough.
Robert Bricks is a very guy that we'll talk a little bit more about, but he's going to give you everything in that ring.
Bricks still looking for that first win.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, wearing black trunks with red trim. He comes to us from New York, New York, a Boston Boxing Promotions fan favorite. Welcome back the participant of the 2020 Fight of the Year, Robert Bricks. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing the black and red trunks with the white lettering, coming to us from Fall River, Massachusetts, an upset specialist who's another Boston Boxing Promotions fan favorite, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Jacobs.
Yes.
4 rounds, welterweights.
Robert Briggs had an explosive fight with Greg Rockhard Bono last year. Just a war in this gym. Chris Jacobs, 1-1, has wins over Harry Gigliotti and Brandon Higgins.
Yeah, Chris
so
Jacobs.
this guy's pretty good.
Chris Jacobs is no joke.
No, this guy's no
Yeah,
joke.
hitting the mitts in the back.
And his only loss was actually a split. Split decision. It was a close fight with Ryan DeBartolomeo.
A gym owner as well in Fall River at Ready Boxing and Fitness. That's his day job. So Chris Jacobs is around boxing, I think, all day, every day. And you're going to see from him, he has a very unorthodox style, very tricky guy in the ring. And Robert Briggs is a straight, in-your-face, I'm going to throw punches
He's a bull.
all
He's a
day
tough
long
guy.
kind of brawler.
Durable.
Always comes to fight.
So it's going to be interesting seeing Chris Jacobs fight off the back foot here against a real bull. So Danny, I've been asking other guys too. This is a small ring. So what is it like? I'm sure you're training in a bigger ring.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then you come into this ring, and
you
you're
get
like,
here and you see,
whoa.
we're fighting in this?
16 feet?
Hey, but for me, I don't mind it, though, because, it's easier for me to find the guys and land these big shots we're looking for. But it's definitely different.
And you've had to, and for you to stay active, you've had to travel, get on the plane and come here.
Oh, yeah, that's probably, fighting's the easy part. The rough part is traveling, making weight, sleeping, but...
Jacobs is teeing off here.
Right.
Oh,
Jacobs.
Nice right by Jacobs.
And this is just good precision punching this is what you do against a brawler type.
Ooh.
And Briggs is just right through the wickets here.
Briggs has to figure something out here. Jacobs might close this.
Yep, and Jacobs is switching nice from Southpaw to Orthodox.
Nice counter right.
And Robert Briggs does not go down in the first round very often. Normally a very durable guy, and Briggs got caught.
Briggs has no quit in him, so
if
the ref's going to allow
Briggs
this
never going to tell the ref,
continue.
I want to not
comes
fight.
Out swinging. Comes out swinging.
Jacobs is all over these shots Briggs is throwing, and he's countering beautifully. And now he's got him in the corner teeing off.
Wow.
If Briggs doesn't do something, this fight might
Yeah,
be
he's
over.
got to do something in there. Another wild overhand uppercut.
And Jacobs is just staying poised, catching him at the end of his punches.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
Jacobs is just
mostly
picking his
one-way
shots,
traffic here.
Whatever he wants.
He's staying nice and calm, just taking his time.
Pretty loud. It's corners are very loud here, man. Even though it's not in front of fans, Danny, I'd say pretty animated.
Oh yeah, man, it's great.
The ref might want to.
The ref's gonna jump in. I think, and I know Briggs is upset. I know, and this is a guy that hates to lose. But at the same time, he's getting caught. He's not throwing back. And Chris Jacobs is, again, this man has beat Harry Gigliotti and Brandon Higgins.
I can see why.
And you can see why.
He's no joke.
He's a tricky fighter, good power.
Boxing's funny. Sometimes you look at the 2-1-1 record and you don't think much. When you look what the opposition he's beat, this kid can fight.
Oh, Chris Jacobs is a problem. So I think we can announce a fight that will be coming on this, happening on the 23rd. Our first of the Great American Boxing Bash cards.
Nice.
We're gonna have the man who just won, Chris Jacobs. How about him versus Josh Raineri?
Incredible fight.
The Rain Man.
Looked good today. He looked great
Josh
today,
Raineri looks good too.
Opponent,
Chris Jacobs
knockout.
against Josh Raineri. That is going to be a heck of a fight.
Two contrasting styles too.
Yes.
Raineri likes to get inside and bully you and break you down.
Jacobs the back foot guy, but he's got the power.
He's an aggressive back foot guy too, though.
So that is going to be a heck of a fight. Again, Great American Boxing Bash, July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th. Three big nights. Windham, New Hampshire. Castleton Banquet Event Center. Get your tickets at boxingnh.com.
I'm looking forward to performing there myself as well. I'll be coming out for those.
Danny will be, you're going to be on one of these shows as well. I believe on the 23rd.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to see you back.
Here soon.
And the fans will finally, you get to fight in front of some fans here in New Hampshire.
Finally get back in front of some fans, hearing all the yelling, the boos, everything. That's what we love.
Awesome.
Folks, the end comes at 2 minutes and 20 seconds of round number 1. Referee Jackie Morrell calls a halt to this contest. Your winner via TKO, Chris Jacobs.
Good stuff for Chris Jacobs. Well, Danny,
Hey,
thanks for joining us,
fun,
man.
fellas.
Congratulations
Yeah,
on the win, my
I'll
man.
See you guys next time,
And
brothers.
we'll see Danny Robles back July 23rd in New Hampshire.
Thanks, bro.
A big puncher and a guy that's one to watch.
Congrats to Daniel Robles again. Nice win over Michael Gaxiola tonight.
So we still have 3 fights left. We're not done, folks. We are not done this afternoon. Coming up, Brandon Higgins. He's going to be taking on a very, very late replacement that we will be talking about more when he gets introduced. A guy, his opponent took the fight yesterday.
Yeah, 20 minutes notice.
20 minutes notice before the weigh-in. So we'll talk a little bit more about his story. Rico De Paolas against Francisco Neto. And then our main event, Travis Gambardella against Antonio Chavez Fernandez.
God, Chris Jacobs is a problem, man. Not just based off that fight, but I mean what he did to Harry Gigliotti.
Yep.
And the guy can fight. Wow, we cruised through this card, huh?
We are cruising right along. I believe you're right. It has been a
Three more fights.
Quick afternoon. Yeah, we started at 1. It's 3:24, so it's gone pretty fast. But again, thank you everybody watching out there on YouTube. We see the comment section, very live chat going on right now. Wow, we got a lot of playbacks today. I think it's the best numbers we've ever done. So we want to thank everybody for joining us, just hanging out. You know, if you're popping in for a fight or two, we absolutely appreciate you just being here with us. I'm getting a note right now. Highest views of all time is 14,000, and we are at 13,000 right now. So
incredible.
So I think about the number of people that will watch this, on the after it's live. So we're gonna do some big numbers today. We really appreciate it. Awesome.
I'm excited for Higgins. He's a fun fighter.
Brandon Higgins is a heck of a fighter, a man that loves to body shots, always working hard in the gym.
Yeah, he's fighting out of, I'm going to mess this up, Chelmsford, Massachusetts.
Chelmsford, yes. 6-1, 4 knockouts. Made his debut in 2019 with the win over Demetrius Williams. And then, he's had a setback with Chris Jacobs, but he's been on a winning streak as of late. Yeah, but Brandon, of course, we'll be talking, if he's able to get by his opponent tonight, he has a big fight planned for the summer. We'll talk a little bit more about.
Higgins is another one. Strong.
Yep.
Rips the body.
Like I said, 3 weekends in a row, guys. And we're going to hype this hard because we want you to buy tickets because we need the ticket revenue to put on the good shows.
And I don't doubt that these places will be packed, all 3 shows. People are itching to get out.
People want to get back out. I think as states open up, we'll see more club shows. But to do 3 weekends in a row, 3 Fridays in a row at the club level, a promoter doing this is rare, man. This does not happen.
Kudos to Peter Zimbor and Boston Boxing Promotions, what they've done through the pandemic and what they're doing moving forward.
Absolutely, and he's planned these cards ahead of time. We're going to see some great names coming on these shows. I know that they want to do Robert Bricks and Greg Bono rematch. I think that would be an incredible fight.
Another crowd-pleasing fight.
That would be an incredible crowd-pleasing fight, so hopefully he'll be back as well.
God, I was impressed with James Perkins, too, man.
James Perkins looked strong, man.
Looked strong before the bout. Showed us he was strong during it.
Oh, yeah.
Perkins is in big trouble in July.
Oh, Scott Lampert said James Perkins is in big trouble in July, so we might be seeing a showdown there.
Fighting Joe Parker.
He's fighting a guy named Joe Parker in July.
I guess we'll see James Perkins this summer.
We'll be seeing James Perkins back as well.
He had a strong jab, and he looked good.
So Brandon's opponent in the ring here. And we were just waiting on Brandon. Brandon kind of reminds me of Sheamus, the WWE wrestler. They have that same pale complexion, Irish look.
Yeah.
But he's always
he really does.
You think about it, yeah. But but Brandon's always looks in incredible condition. Works hard. He's got Sean Farley in his corner. Great trainer.
3 fights left. After
3
this, we'll
fights
see
left,
Rico
yep.
De Paulus and Francisco Neto, and then Antonio Chavez Fernandez, Travis Gambardella.
Yeah, Rico had a tough go in this first time in this ring, and he's really trying to right a wrong. So that'll be an interesting little story there. And Travis Gambardella lost to Joey Spencer on PBC a couple years ago, and I'm
Tough
sure
fight.
he wants to get back in the winning circle.
Joey Spencer's another one. He's no joke too.
No doubt about it. So while we're waiting for Brandon to get in the ring, Joe, I know you got a young fighter for main events that you work for, Young Holyfield.
Yeah, Young Holy.
I know you got to be very excited about Young Holy.
I am. He looked good in his last fight on the undercard of Earnest and Sergey Lipinets.
I believe that's, I know we have to there's been a lot of fights in Connecticut.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I'm a huge Lipinets fan, and Earnest. They both look great. But, Holyfield looked good. He fought Nick Compton. Nick Compton is as tough as they come, the boxer, MMA guy. Good fight, good performance. Pulled out a decision.
Never know. He could be fighting one of the guys on this card someday.
Yeah.
You never know. And here comes Brandon Higgins coming into the ring here. Led in by Sean Farley.
Sheamus.
Does he? Got that Sheamus look.
Sheamus look, Canelo pop.
And we'll go to Pete Zimbor for the introductions of our next bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right. Wearing gray trunks. He's a true G from the Windy City who tonight makes his professional debut. From Chicago, Illinois, Calvin Unleashed Glover. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left. Wearing blue trunks with white trim. His record impressive. 6 wins, 1 defeat, 4 big wins by way of stoppage. He is the fighting pride of Chelmsford, Massachusetts, Brandon Higgins.
All right.
4 rounds, welterweight.
Calvin Glover took this fight just
at the
yesterday.
weigh-ins.
At the weigh-in, he flew into corner with Ernest Walsh, and Brandon Higgins' opponent was ended up not being able to fight, and they asked, if Calvin Glover was able to go, and he was on weight.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
You have to give it up to these guys that take short notice fights.
Definitely.
Because there's so many of them that don't.
Yeah, this is a gutsy go against a very tough Brandon Higgins.
Real gutsy go. He's coming out. He's sticking his jab. He's
throwing punches.
Oh, all right. Connected there with the right on Higgins. He's
going
Higgins
for
against
it.
the ropes, unloading.
He's going for it.
Oh, slipped through the guard there. I think he caught Higgins with a shot. Higgins needs to start throwing back. I don't know what kind of shape this Calvin Glover's in, if he can keep this pace for the whole fight, but if he can, we can see a huge upset.
Calvin
here.
Glover is throwing shots.
Oh! You heard the body shot there.
That's the Higgins specialty.
Calvin ate it nice.
The body work is the Higgins specialty.
Now he's got Calvin on the ropes. It doesn't look good.
And he batters him down to the canvas. I think, after a hot start there by Calvin Glover, that body shot wore him down. And so let's see. He hits his gloves. I think he's not. Let's see.
He lost his.
I think Higgins lost his mouthpiece.
Oh, okay.
Oof, a little bit costly there. You want to jump on a guy, and they're going to continue.
Props to Calvin, making it through that count.
Another body shot there.
The
I think that's where the money's going to be for Brandon Higgins tonight.
Sure. Let's see what Calvin does moving forward after that knockdown. Calvin's trying. He
gets ragdolled to the canvas there.
I think he's smart enough to know that Higgins wants him on the ropes.
He's hurting.
Oh, he might have hurt his leg.
Leo dusting off his gloves. Ooh, another body shot. Another body shot.
Calvin's got to work out of that corner.
Yeah. I'll say this for Glover. For a guy that came in and literally took this fight 20 minutes before the weigh-in, he's trying.
Yeah, definitely. And look, he's landed some shots.
Yeah.
Someone lost his.
Another.
Calvin's down again. I'm not sure. Is this a knockdown?
I'm not sure. Hard to say. Mouth. They're waving. Are they going to wave it off? I can't even tell.
I'm not sure what the ref's doing.
I'm not sure what the ref is doing.
Yeah, it looks like he.
All right, it's over.
Off.
Well, it'd be nice if the ref could make a clear wave instead of a kind of a baby wave. We'll call that.
It
but
looks like Calvin. I think he ate a body shot there.
He's limping.
Yeah, he's in some pain.
Pete Zimmer giving him a
they waved
it off because Glover lost his cup.
Yeah,
so
he
maybe
lost his cup there in the corner.
I guess that's an equipment malfunction stoppage because that can happen.
Sure.
If you do have an equipment malfunction, you can't fight. They're not going to let you fight with a cup.
Right.
So I think his cup went flying because it wasn't probably put in correctly.
I couldn't say enough good things about Calvin though.
I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'm
not
not 100% sure what. Yeah, I know everyone. I'm getting shrugs from everyone around me, but I think that is what happened. But yeah, listen, Calvin Glover tried.
It looks like
he also threw up in the corner.
He vomited in the corner.
Okay, so he got sick. Oh, we are getting the mop out. Oh boy. Okay, wow. So first round stoppage for Brandon Higgins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes and 20 seconds of round number 1. Referee Leo Gerstel calls a halt to this contest. Your winner via TKO, Brandon Higgins.
So lost cup, threw up in the corner.
We've seen it all.
Second straight card we've had to get the mop out.
We have seen everything.
This is the second straight card in New Hampshire where the mop has had to come out. So I assume we're going to get the mop out, and we're going to mop down that corner. I think that's what Stephen Clark is up to. Yes, he's got the mop. And Brandon Higgins, 7-1.
7-1.
And you know what? Let's announce it because he got the job done tonight. Main event, July 23rd at the Great American Boxing Bash. It's going to be an 8-round fight between Brandon Higgins and Harry Gigliotti.
Great fight.
That's a big one.
Local rivalry.
These guys were supposed to fight back in November, but Harry was injured. They were going to move the fight to this year, but of course, pandemic happened, weight happened, but now we are going to get this fight in July 23rd, 8 rounds. Winner of that fight certainly is going to move up in the New England scene.
God, what a fight that's going to be. It's such an important fight for both guys. Still young in their career. A win there is going to be a world of difference in where they go from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the point now where these guys, they got to fight each other. This is a showdown that needs to happen. The fans have been clamoring for it. They bring in big groups of fans to their shows when we're able to have fans, friends and family. So we are excited to have them. And hey, let's do a quick ad read. We're doing a lot of those tonight. We're just waiting around. I think we're just waiting for those to pop in here. We're going to say the Diner at 11 North Beacon. Thank you. And Winter Properties Realty Group. Thank you very much for your support. But I'm telling you, Brandon Higgins, man, that's a guy. That's a guy. I love watching his body work.
He's got real power.
He does. Big power in those hands. So here's an interesting one coming up. We got Francisco Neto already in the ring. It's a light. I believe they called it welterweights, but it's more light heavyweights.
Right. They're big guys.
They are big guys. Rico De Paolis, a guy that his pro debut did not go the way he wanted to. He fought Scott Lampert, who's been cornering today, cornered Kyle Massoth, and Scott Lampert caught him real hard, and Scott Lampert got the job done, and Rico got caught, and I think he wants to wrong a right here.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's got an interesting story.
A first round stoppage can really discourage a lot of guys wanting to get in the ring again. But Rico wants to wrong that right and get himself to 500. And he's going to be doing it against a veteran. And Francisco Neto, I believe, has 13 professional bouts from Woburn, Massachusetts. Rodrigo Almeida, the young lion, in his corner. But yeah, Rico, we'll talk a little bit more about him after this introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is scheduled for 4 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my right, sporting solid white trunks, from Woburn, Massachusetts, Francisco Neto. And standing directly across the ring, boxing out of the red corner to my left, sporting black trunks with white trim. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Rico De Polis.
So Rico De Polis.
4 rounds, light heavyweights.
Rico De Polis comes from basketball.
Yeah, so he's actually trying to pursue a career in coaching college basketball, but he actually has a little change of plans as now he's looking to become a firefighter.
Yeah, and he had a couple. I think he had 4 amateur bouts, so not a lot of experience.
Right.
And I think that kind of cost him in that fight against Lampert, Scott Lampert, who had plenty of MMA experience. And he got caught cold with his hands down. So now he's taking on.
Let's see what he does.
He's taking on Neto. Neto is a guy that has been in the ring a bit.
Yeah, he made his pro debut just in 2018. So he's just as active and consistent in the ring as anybody.
Racking up a lot of fights.
Yeah.
But not a lot of success,
I
unfortunately.
think he just likes to fight.
He likes to fight, but
and sometimes there's not enough of those guys.
Yeah. You know? Neto took his last fight against John Gruber day of weigh-in.
Right.
As well. And John Gruber's opponent did not show up, and Neto was there supporting one of his friends on the card, and they just said, Neto, do you want to fight?
Popped in.
You get heavyweights, no weight limit.
It's actually unreal. Some guys that are just willing to fight.
And I'll say this, Neto, if Neto has confidence and Rico gives him a reason, he's going to trade with him. And I saw Neto pick up, he has a win. I saw him knock out Joe Gagliardi Jr., I believe is his name. And that was that was a fight where Neto got confidence in that fight. So I've seen Neto definitely
nice right hand by
Rico
that snuck in.
Rico hit him, but that's the key. You got to hit him to the body, and Rico sent him a message there.
He had a right hand sneak right in and sent him right down.
Neto looks not exactly like he wants to continue, but it does go.
Let's see if he could close the show
and
here, Rico.
If I'm Rico, exactly.
If I'm Rico, I'm not moving backwards. I want to press it and try to stop
hit
this.
the body.
He had him hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Hit the body.
There you go. He's wide open now. He got him on the ropes. He needs to close the show right here.
This is exactly it. And that's it. Rico.
Ref closes it for him.
And Rico wanted to get that win so badly. I know, losing your pro debut by knockout, it's tough. And Rico gets to 1-1. That's what he wanted.
He wanted to right that wrong, and he did.
And we're gonna see Rico back this summer, taking on a guy that's also we've seen him in the ring before, Stephen Langlis, who fought Matthew Tinker a couple months ago. So it'll be 2 guys who are 1-1, sharing a ring. So I think it'll be a good step up for Rico. He gets his first pro win, and Stephen Langlis is definitely gonna give him a test this summer for sure.
Is tough.
Yeah, you called Stephen Langlis' pro debut, I believe.
Right. Yeah, no, nothing but good things from Stephen Langlis. He's tough. He's going to make him fight.
100%. So, yeah, congrats to Rico. Gets that win finally. Back to 500, up to 500.
This was
light heavy.
175, but he obviously had a little bit more to step up there.
Yeah, and Neto will come back again, I'm sure. He's the guy that comes in on the late notice.
Oh, my God. Will that bring us to our main event?
That is going to bring us next to our main event of the evening.
14 fights down.
14 fights down. 15th of the day. Again, thank you for hanging with us for the last 2 hours, and I'd say 45 minutes of boxing. It's incredible. We appreciate it.
Antonio Chavez Fernandez up next, and he is a credit to the sport. He has over 50 professional fights. There's just not enough Antonio Chavez Fernandez is in the boxing
Yeah, as I say,
world.
Joe, I know you're familiar with him. He's fought on a main events card,
Sure,
I believe.
promoted a couple of his fights. He's literally as tough as they come. He'll fight anybody. He's fought almost all the top prospects in the sport, from LaShawn Rodriguez, Carlos Gongora, Kiri Gray, Jimmy Williams, and the list goes on.
Yeah, he's in 1-0-1 against Greg Vendetti. the same Greg Vendetti who just fought Arizlani Lara and was very competitive. So
fought for a world title.
Chavez doesn't have the prettiest record, but let me tell you, if you're not at your best, he will beat you. And a lot of those losses and draws easily could have been wins. So very interested to see what he brings to the table for sure. I think we're just waiting for Pete Zimbor to get in the ring to give the particulars. But yeah, it's been another exciting afternoon. But yeah, Rico, I'll tell you, Rico got in great shape for this one, man.
Yeah, no, he looked good. He looked strong.
Yep.
He was able to outgun.
Yeah, and that's what he did. He did his job. He went to the body. He knew what he needed to do. So here's Pete Zimbor with the time of stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 1 minute and 53 seconds of round number 1, earning his first victory, Rico De Polis.
All right, Rico De Polis. Congratulations, Rico. So yeah, like you said, we were talking a lot about Antonio Chavez Fernandez, but let's talk a little bit about Travis Gambardella, originally from Revere. He is from Revere, but he's had a few fights in California. I know he's trained with some of those guys in Knucklehead's gym.
Yeah, this is a tough fight. He's fighting out of Revere, Massachusetts, made his debut in 2017 in a fight that ended with a draw with Ricky Ford. He's also looking to get back in the win column after suffering his first career loss to undefeated prospect Joey Spencer, which that fight took place on the undercard of Errol Spence, Sean Porter back in 2019. Gambardella's game. This is going to be a good fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll see. I know Gambardella, I've heard he's in great shape for this one. But, yeah, he hasn't been in the ring. Neither of these guys have been in the ring since the COVID era kind of started. And Gambardella was coming off a tough loss to Joey Spencer. So I think he wants to turn things around. This is now our most watched stream in the history of doing these shows. So that's a good feeling.
Very good feeling.
That we've done 4 of these now.
I was always a fan of the afternoon shows, the afternoon boxing. I love it.
I think, I agree with you, Joe. I feel like it's a lost art doing afternoon boxing on Saturdays. I feel like ABC, I want to say, used to do them back in the day.
NBC
too.
Done it a little bit.
Your main event shows, right? Those were on the afternoon, I believe, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. And then, it's also the seasons, too. Like, today's not your beach day.
Right. Exactly.
That's great. That's awesome, though. Good for Boston Boxing Promotions, Peter Zimbor.
We appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, this, again, the fact we do more numbers and get more, I mean, I'll say this. I remember from doing the first stream to the 4th stream, this chat is very lively, and there is a lot more people, talking boxing.
Yeah,
so,
I've seen some good jokes, some roasts in there. I wish I could repeat them. Some of you guys are funny.
We got to monetize the YouTube video, so we can't, certain words cannot say, but
whoever threw out the B Rabbit comment, that was a pleasure.
We see you, and we appreciate you watching this stream. So, thank you so much. So yeah, in the ring right now is Antonio Chavez Fernandez, a no nonsense journeyman for sure.
Oh yeah, he's game for any of these young prospects. This is
he's not playing
as
around.
Big a test as it gets.
Absolutely. Just waiting on Travis Gambardella to get into the ring.
Finally, main event. 15 fights, 14 of them down. This one will be at middleweight. Here we go. Travis entering the ring.
I know Travis did some sparring with James Perkins for this fight, I believe. Saw a photo of them together in the gym.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final fight of the evening is scheduled for 6 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, wearing silver trunks with black trim, from Brockton, Massachusetts, Antonio Chavez Fernandez. And his opponent standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my left, wearing black trunks with red and yellow trim, from nearby Revere, Massachusetts. Ladies and gentlemen, a welcome back to the ring for Travis Gambardella. 6 rounds, middleweights.
By the way, my wife said that if I let her spend a lot of money at an upcoming party we're hosting, that she'll maybe let me go do the August show.
Nice.
So I thought you'd
Thank you,
appreciate
Mrs.
that.
Gray.
Yeah, thank you, Jess. Travis. Yeah, so here we go. 6 rounds. Travis Gambardella taking on Antonio Chavez Fernandez. 15th of 15 fights this afternoon. This guy, Fernandez, has been in the ring with everybody, gives people rounds. And if Gambardella is not focused, let me tell you, I've seen Chavez sneak out draws, sneak out wins.
Antonio puts the time in. He still, after 50 pro fights, the guy lives in the gym.
Looks great.
He's always training.
Looks great.
Nobody wants to win more than Fernandez here. Nice 1-2 by Fernandez.
And already, I mean, Fernandez here is the aggressor.
Yeah. He's finding success with that straight right. Fernandez.
Absolutely. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Michael Ruda for mentioning I'm on commentary and posting a photo of Clark Duke from the Hot Tub Time Machine. And I will acknowledge I do somewhat look like Clark Duke, especially I haven't cut my hair during COVID. And my buddy Coach Larry, I hope you're not too drunk tonight for Canelo, my friend. But no, thank you again, guys. Last fight of the night. And I mean, look, obviously, like you said, Fernandez looks in great shape.
Yeah.
And he's throwing, getting punches in. But yeah, Gambardella, I think, realizes he's got to step it up.
Yeah, he's starting to return the favor here.
Yeah, you can't just wait and let Fernandez laying jabs on you. You're gonna lose rounds.
And a 4-round fight, there's not a lot of rounds to lose, so you got to kind of pick it up from the go.
Yeah. Nice
shot.
there. He went right in around that looping shot and went to the body. Good counter. Gambardella looks strong. I think he's winning. I think he's going to win the strength battle too when they're on the inside.
Sure,
Gambardella is like a brick, and Chavez is like a little, clearly long and lean frame.
Yeah, Fernandez needs to keep his distance, throw shots from the outside.
You can tell already with Fernandez.
That's kind of what he wants him to do, like how he
Yeah.
just Travis kind of lunged for that left hand. He wants to keep it at that pace throughout the fight.
Yeah. Look at Chavez's footwork too. It's a guy that knows how to get in, get out, pop you with some punches.
He's done this before many times.
It's the subtle ring movements that allows him to not get stopped, and to go rounds with guys. He's not making as many glaring errors as we've seen from some of the other fighters tonight. But that was a nice counter there.
Yeah, he wants to make Travis reach.
Yeah.
10-second
warning.
Nice.
Oh,
right.
Good shot.
Set that up with the jab. Snuck the right in. Not a bad round for Fernandez.
No. That was very competitive first round. Joey looking impressed.
Well, could you argue that maybe Fernandez stole that first round?
I think he might have stole it with the work he did in the last 45 seconds. So, yeah, really, really good upcoming first round. Very competitive. And, we really are in it for a good one, I think. Good little main event tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting. Travis wants to get back in that win column more than anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Antonio hasn't picked up a win in a long time, and
I think
he kind of feels it here after that round. I could see Chavez Fernandez being real confident coming into round 2. He did good work.
Yeah, and
he ate some of his big shots.
Yep. And I mean, I think it is frankly demoralizing to get stopped on a TV fight like Gambardella did against Spencer and Joey Spencer, and I think this is his way of trying to right that wrong, get back on track. But he's also got to be consistent in his work. He is in great shape though. But yeah, look at that Chavez jab.
Chavez is doing a good job of staying off the ropes.
Yes. Good foot.
He
really
found
good
himself
footwork
on the ropes there, and he quickly clinched up. Got out. That's his bread and butter right there. Is 1-2. He's finding success with the right. Travis ain't going anywhere. Travis still coming forward.
Nice shot there by upstairs. There's nice little flurry, too. Some of the best work I think Travis has done tonight.
Fernandez keeps dropping his hands. His chin is right out there. He's got to keep his hands up or Travis is going to end this.
Yeah.
I like him switching to Southpaw.
I tell you, this guy's got a lot of tools in the arsenal.
Yeah, a lot of tools. Travis needs to get inside. He needs to turn his volume up a bit.
You know, I think Fernandez would benefit from a bigger ring.
Sure, definitely agree.
Yeah.
Nice counter right there by Fernandez.
Like I said, I think if Billy Joe Saunders saw this ring, would not be happy.
I think we'd be on our way home.
No. First flight back to the UK, for sure. Get right on that plane to Heathrow.
Strong rights there by Travis.
Nice. Better round for Travis, I'd say.
It's still a lot of the same, though.
There he goes. Fernandez returning fire. You know, you can look at the records here, but I think you could say this is fair. This is an even fight.
Right. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Shot. Fernandez needs to protect his chin or he's going to get caught.
Agreed.
There
he goes. Put his hands down there. Yeah. Gambardella stuffs the jab in his face.
Oh, nice left there by Travis.
Very competitive round. Oh, little
extra credit in there.
Little extra credit and a little stare down there. But again, this is
competitive. I wouldn't want to be a judge for this fight. People may think I'm crazy. We could very well see 2-0 Travis. We could very well see 2-0 Fernandez.
Here's the thing. As announcers, I've learned this announcing with you. It's hard to score in your head while you're watching.
I don't try to be a judge
because we're looking it down in pieces of paper. We got people walking by us. I know you can't obviously see us, but it has been a bit of a chaotic atmosphere. Yeah. There's a lot of people coming and going. We're right next to the dressing room. I'm grabbing for a water, so it's not really. I can't really fairly score rounds, I feel like, unless it's obvious. And then again, if it's obvious, I don't need to tell you, the viewer, who's winning.
Exactly.
But this is a close fight. I think both guys are having moments.
I'd like to think Travis pulled that second round out.
So this is our last fight of the night. Antonio Chavez Fernandez from Brockton taking on Travis Gambardella from Revere. Travis looking to get to 6-1-2. Antonio Chavez would just, I think, like a win.
Looking for that 10th W.
Like a 10th W and get back on more cards. Because I think people are quick to judge him. They see his age. They see his record. And, that's a fallacy.
Here, Fernandez switching to Southpaw. Just sticking him with that jab. Just touch him. He never was a knockout guy.
No.
Keep touching him. Get the points. We're more than halfway through this fight. Travis needs to turn up the volume.
Agreed.
I don't know if he's doing enough offensively to really sway the judges
this
in his favor.
This is a pace that plays into Fernandez's hands.
It does.
The slower pace. He's 42. He doesn't want to be in there with a guy throwing 70, 80 punches around.
because that's not going to win him the fight.
No. I think when we all looked at this card, we all agreed this was going to be the most competitive fight, and it's lived up to expectations, Joe.
Right, no, it definitely is. He's got to just keep cutting the ring off on Fernandez. If he's got him in the corner, he's got to start unloading. I think we're at a point now where Travis needs to start really countering these shots.
Yep.
Fernandez is he's throwing them. There's not much speed behind it.
Nope. But again, Fernandez can take these rounds just with the jab if Travis is not going to match his output. Again, it's not like Chavez is doing anything really to hurt Travis.
Right.
It's just, but he's putting the jab in his face.
He's doing everything right. Hey, he's getting a little confident.
That was a bit of a bolo shot.
He's feeling it right now, Fernandez. I think he took his power. He felt it. He doesn't fear it. And now he's kind of in a rhythm. He's making them miss. Travis needs to step it up.
I'll tell you, a lot of people in that Travis corner right now imploring him to do more. And you can look at that corner, and they look – it's serious. It's not relaxed.
No.
Because they know this is a close fight.
We have 1 round left after this.
It's a 6-rounder, I believe. So this is not a 4-rounder. Joe, listen, let's be fair to Joe. 3 hours in, every other fight was a 4-rounder.
Ooh, and Fernandez gives Travis a shove at the end of the round.
Wow, this is getting intense. You can see here, everybody who's fought on the card or been training guys and working corners, they've all hung in to see what Travis can do here. So it's getting intense.
My apologies. This is a 6-round fight.
Yeah, again, every other fight was a 4-rounder today. So you're good. I get it, man. It's a long day.
All right, so we're not out of the water yet here for Travis. He's got to step it up, though. He needs to change it up.
Yeah, this is definitely getting frisky.
We're heading into the 4th round. Antonio Chavez Fernandez, 42 years old.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. The shape he's in, the fact that I'm 35. I couldn't even put my socks on.
Joe, I'm sitting in my seat and I'm sweating.
Yeah,
I couldn't do what he does. Incredible.
Kudos to him.
Yeah.
Such a competitor. He's so game.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can pull this out.
These are the guys that are they are the lifeblood of the sport.
Sure, dude. Unsung heroes.
Tying up to start round 4 here.
There's no doubt about it. Travis is strong. He has power. He needs to let Chavez feel this power.
But Chavez has the output. That's the problem right now. Gambardella's punches are landing harder, but again, what are the
not landing off?
What are the judges like? What are the judges thinking? Who knows?
And I'm not seeing much behind these shots anymore from Travis.
Nope. Not at all.
Fernandez is doing a good job of tying up and not letting them use that power. But right here, Fernandez, his hands are down, his chin is there. Travis needs to.
That's good for Travis.
Capitalize. Chavez is doing a good job of avoiding these shots.
Look, he ties him up. That's what he needs to do. Oof.
Good job to get out of there by Fernandez.
One of the, I believe somebody in the Gambardella corner saying Fernandez is getting tired, but I don't know. Whoa. Oof. This is good work from Travis.
Yeah, Travis is pouring it on now. Fernandez might be a little tired.
Yeah, I think that output is starting to slow a bit.
Nice shots there by Fernandez. Not much power behind it, but he connected on both those.
It's been a good one here. And again, thank you everybody for joining us at the Southpaw Boxing and Fitness Gym in Windham, New Hampshire. Thank you to the team at Southpaw Boxing and Fitness as well for allowing us to put these shows on, keeping the sport alive during a very difficult time. So we want to thank the staff and the crew.
Right.
If you want to learn to fight, you want to get some time in the gym, come here. Come to Southpaw. So thank you to them.
Oh, nice right hand by Fernandez there right before the clinch. Travis is really trying to work that body.
And they're 4.
Going to 5.
It's getting.
This is
This is
interesting.
intense. This is a tense atmosphere.
I have no idea who's winning. This
I don't
fight.
know either. They both are definitely tiring, but they're. Oof. This is close. This is really the first fight I feel like we've had today where I don't know who's gonna. I don't know.
Our heads,
not sure, and everyone's getting really. It's tense in this room. All right, tense in the room. There's Greg Vendetti, by the way, working Travis's corner. He's holding the water there. Yep, giving him instructions.
I wish I could hear what they're saying.
Yeah, you know, Greg is a guy that works so hard and has gotten so far, and just. And this Greg, by the way, lost and has a draw against Chavez Fernandez, so he knows this guy.
Yeah,
and Greg turned that around.
Ironic how that comes full circle.
And Greg turned that a bit of a slow start in his career. I think he would agree to a world title shot. So he's really gone very, very far, and he works super hard in the gym. And so I'm sure Travis got sparring and had to be pushed, but did he leave it all in the gym?
Right, exactly. It happens.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get their second wind, and whoever that is probably going to run away with this. Right now, it looks like Travis is coming out a little stronger than Fernandez.
Oof. Definitely getting to be a little dirty in there. You can see Travis getting frustrated by the amount of holding.
I mean, Travis is just throwing everything.
But this is the distance where he needs to have it fought at. Right now, you see Chavez not really moving around the ring as much.
Right.
If Travis can get him to stay there still for a minute and a half, he's gonna win rounds. He's gonna look impressive.
Yeah, Fernandez isn't really throwing like he was. This is Travis's round to really steal.
100% agreed.
Fernandez looks tired, man. Those legs are getting soft.
42-year-old legs, Joe.
Oh, 42, yeah, that's right.
I mean, my mid-30 legs are pretty bad. So I can't imagine. It's got to be hard when you're in your 40s.
Right. Oh, I don't know if that was...
I don't know if that's... Referee is calling that a low blow. Fernandez not happy.
Looks like he got him there with a left hand.
Let out a bit of an expletive. Rest in peace, monetizing this video on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, that one looked like it hurt. So he's gonna get 5 minutes to recover. Ooh, both corners are getting a bit mouthy. And that's what kind of happens when you're in a small gym like this.
I mean, look, if you're Travis right now, you made a mistake. It was accidental, but take this time to catch your breath, find that second wind.
Love to see it. I'd have to go back and look at it and see how low that went. It was hard to. I thought it was on the side. Didn't look.
You would think we have fans out there.
This is a loud atmosphere. Again, a lot of Travis's gym mates, people that fought earlier in the show, cheering on the fighters in the ring right now.
Nice left by Travis. Fernandez shook it, took off to the other corner and back in the clinch now. Yeah, Travis has the crowd support for whatever crowd's out there.
Oh, nice. Best round. I think this has been the best round for Travis.
Yeah,
and he needed it. He really needed it.
But Fernandez is still there. He's got
100%.
No quit. And he's firing back too, just as hard.
Fernandez knows he's got to fire back if he wants to win these rounds. Again, Travis, got to not look. You can't be yelling at the referee.
Right.
Focus on the fighter.
It looks like we're looking at round 1 all over. They both got their second win. Fernandez is on his bike, but throwing off his back foot.
Yeah.
Nice right there by Fernandez. Let's see who closed the show strong here.
What a round. Very fascinating. So we are at
Fernandez's game.
And I
went
think,
after Travis again after the round.
And I think no surprise to you, Joe, as someone who's seen Fernandez, we're going into the 6th and final round.
Yeah, this is common territory for Fernandez.
This is what he does.
This round in one way or another could decide who wins the fight.
I agree.
Not sure how the judges have this. I don't know how to score this really.
Yep.
I see some people in the chat have Travis up. It could be. There's some close rounds.
Getting a note that all the ruckus was the corners jawing at each other. Yeah, it was so loud. Thank you to our production staff, by the way, giving us these notes. But It was so loud that we're in a separate room from the ring, and we could hear the corners kind of barking at each other. It was getting intense there.
Fernandez is in the corner chanting. Oh, he's going after Travis as he's still on his stool. Fernandez is ready to go. He's like, why is Travis on his stool still? Get up.
Yeah, I think that was a little longer than a minute there.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Winner of this round very well could take the fight. He's just pumping that jab.
We want to thank everybody who said kind words for us in the chat today. We appreciate everybody in doing commentary. It's been a great afternoon, and we are at the 6th and final round, capping off 15 professional fights. I see one commenter noticing the referee does bear a strong resemblance to Diamond Joe Biden.
He does, yeah.
Pretty.
Travis is trying to press it.
Lots of them.
I think we're seeing round 1 all over again. It's Fernandez on his bike, throwing off his back foot. Travis coming forward, trying to be the aggressor. Someone needs to make a statement this round, though, to really solidify this win. I don't know who it's going to be.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you who's up.
Again, I think, Travis can't be chasing him around the ring and letting him jab him like this. He's got to, and he's getting tied up.
Yeah.
This is not what he wants. I wish, Lee Groves. Thank you for that question, though. I wish we were being paid by the fight. This has been this is a good round for Fernandez. He's dipping in. He's jabbing. And when the pace slows down, it's playing into his hands right now. I don't think that the output of Travis is enough right now. I just don't.
These guys are tired, but they're letting it all out.
Yeah. I don't know who's done enough. I don't feel like either guy is really impressing me enough. Oh, there you go. That could be exactly what Travis Gambardella needed.
Yeah, but Fernandez ate it like a champ.
People asking, Travis Gambardella in the black shorts with the red trim. Fernandez in the black shorts with the silver ribbon fringe. That's it. Good fight. This is going to be very fascinating to see the scorecards. I don't think either camp. Well, they're both celebrating, but I think both corners might be.
as they should be. They both fought hard. It was a tough fight. I don't know how they're going to score that. I guess I couldn't complain with either winner.
So we haven't really had to bring up the judges today, but Martha Tremblay,
I don't even know if they're still here.
Gunzio, I know John Madfis. John Madfis and Martha Tremblay, I know they've judged many world title fights. So this is nothing new for them.
We could see a draw. That's true.
I see draw in the chat. Yeah, put in the chat who you thought won. I'm curious to see everybody's feelings. 58-56 Travis.
I'm not seeing many Fernandez picks here.
See another Travis there. Yeah, I'm curious. Travis split. I don't think it will be unanimous, whatever the decision is.
Boxing will shock you sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Good fight though by both guys. The efforts were there.
I'm seeing mostly Travis's in the chat. Again, these. Yep. Okay.
Travis easy, people are saying. All right.
White dude won, so we'll call that a vote for Travis. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if the Fernandez jab got him many rounds. I mean, at the end of the day, Travis was the aggressor.
He was.
And the aggressor usually is going to win on cards.
I think I'd be shocked if they didn't give Travis the nod. He was the aggressor. You could say he did more work.
Yeah.
A lot of the body work sometimes goes unnoticed, but it was there.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to the cards. Let's see who won.
After 6 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Eddie Scunzio sees the fight 58-56. Judge Martha Tremblay and John Madfis see the fight 60-54.
Wow.
For your winner, via unanimous decision, Travis Gambardella.
Well, Travis wins, unanimous decision. One judge saw it kind of close like we did. The other two giving Travis all 6 rounds.
Shutout win for Travis.
Shutout win.
I mean, you could agree or disagree with the cards. I think the right guy won.
The right guy won at the end of the day. If I had to say someone won, it was Travis. So let's just go over their card. Thank you, everybody, for watching. 15 fights today. So I know a lot of people are asking who fought, how did everyone go. So let's just go over it again. Let's go right from the bottom to the top and recap. Danny Robles started the show off with a 4-round unanimous decision over veteran Michael Gaxiola. Looked good.
Oh, he looked really good. He looked strong.
Alejandro Polino, you were very impressed with him. First-round TKO win.
So impressed. The sky's the limit, I think, for that kid.
Laquan Lewis, first-round stoppage against Nate Charles. I think Laquan exceeded our expectations.
39 years old and 4-0-1 in the past year.
How about Kevin Walsh with a first-round stoppage over Henry Garcia, who had never been stopped before. Kevin Walsh from Brockton in his pro debut.
Kevin looks strong.
Kristen Andrade, first-round stoppage over Kyle Massoth at Bantamweight.
He got it done. He did what he had to do. Good for him.
Josh Raineri with that big overhand shot, putting Montoyia Swilling on the canvas.
Probably the punch of the night.
Michael Bulger, first-round stoppage over Jay Gregory. We got to see more of Michael Bulger.
Right.
James Perkins, first-round stoppage over Jesus Cintron. Harry Gigliotti, a bit of a DQ over Jader Alves de Oliveira.
A little controversial, but he got it done.
Yep. Matt Doherty, third-round stoppage over Paul de Souza. Nick Molina, first-round stoppage over Bruno Diaz. Chris Jacobs looked so impressive, I thought, against Robert Bricks.
I like that kid.
Brandon Higgins with a first-round stoppage over a very late replacement, Calvin Glover. Rico De Piolas with a first-round stoppage over Francisco Neto. And Travis Gambardella in our main event got a 6-round unanimous decision done over Antonio Chavez Fernandez.
Shout out to Calvin Glover. Took the fight on a day notice. What a stud.
Yeah. So, by the way, before we go, Great American Boxing Bash, let's talk about it. July 21st, July 30th, August 6th, all Fridays, Joe.
July 23rd.
July 23rd. Did I say January? I meant to
You
say
said July 21st, I think.
Oh, sorry. July 23rd, July 30th, August 6th. 3 big nights, 3 consecutive Fridays. Windham, New Hampshire, Castleton Banquet and Conference Center. Get your tickets now, boxingnh.com. We got some big fights coming up on that show. Harry Gigliotti and Brandon Higgins.
Such a good fight.
And we got Josh Raineri as well.
Maybe an even better fight.
And Chris Jacobs. Ooh, that's going to be an awesome one. You're going to see guys, Danny Robles will be back. Alejandro Polino will be back. Just looking through here, I believe Michael Bulger will be back. You're going to see a ton of guys that you saw tonight back at it. Rico de Paolas against Stephen Langlis. Both guys 1-1 records trying to get their second pro win. We got a lot of great fights coming soon. But again, thank you so much for hanging out with us, watching in the YouTube channel. Almost 15,000 viewers today, Joe.
Unbelievable.
Unique viewers. Thank you so much. So, we'll see you again probably in July.
Thanks for all the positive comments about the announced team.
No, we appreciate you. Have a good night.
Thank you.